The quality of this picture is...
It's the best I've got. It's from Empire at War. If you zoom out,
I was gonna say,
it looks okay.
I was gonna say,
out,
man,
it looks okay.
Yeah, but then you see the light
very
on the
familiar.
sides.
I'm doing my best here. Hey, you
Wait,
see
not
that
enough.
glowing
Repeating
orange spot? That's
patterns?
where you are. That's where you are.
Yeah. I'm seeing repeating patterns in the space too. Wow, Empire at War was kind of lazy.
It's
You can see the squares.
It's from 2005.
Bro, they had 2 backgrounds for space. They just meshed them together to create one.
Alright, let's see if Cole is consistent with getting a dark side point.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna put... There it is. I'm at it. Cole's becoming less consistent with it, to be fair.
Well,
ooh, nice job, Luca.
Malice is moving more towards the dark side again.
That's the truth.
Whoa!
I get
Who's
double
that?
light side.
Whoa!
Or single dark.
Whoa!
Those are
what
my
is
roles.
happening?
5 to 1. You better fucking use them.
Okay, that one's a dark side. I saw it pop up before.
I'm not looking at him.
Let's see it, Alpha.
We have 5 light side, 2 dark.
We're waiting on Ghost, who will be here. He said 10 minutes, 13 minutes ago.
Fucking 3 minutes late. This son of a bitch. Somebody,
I'm gonna go put my...
take him out to the wood line.
When he gets here, we shame him violently.
Yes, degrade him.
I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom because we got a minute. Careful. No, I don't think he's into that. Actually, never mind. I know who he's married to. He probably is.
Oh my god! Bing bang. Alright, let's just... Oh, he's in the fucking head, never mind. Also, Costco's carrying Sunset Sarsaparillas from the Fallout show and franchise. I guess we could say at this fucking point. And it's really good root beer. Highly recommend it. Also, win a Pip Boy.
So I've learned that I am consistently inconsistent.
Yes. Just like a Bothan.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, depends who you're dealing with, but yeah.
In Cole's case,
I mean, Cole kind of follows their own, code of ethics and everything else. So,
yeah. At least it's not your vigilante character from the last campaign. Good God.
Edibles kicking in. I can't feel my leg pain anymore.
How many personalities did your vigilante character have? 6?
by the end of that campaign, yeah, we were up to like 6.
How does that work?
BPD.
The vigilante in Pathfinder, basically you can take on alternate personalities that you can dress up as different people who all have different things going on.
He had 6 character sheets for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because my one campaign in Pathfinder ended in 5 minutes after the DM forced us into a bar fight and said we all got smacked.
Waggy quit a similar campaign, if I recall.
Because it's like, one of those DMs that like just is not flexible at all.
Sidelines
It's like,
you.
yeah.
That's a bad DM.
Taking away all player agency, you can't do
Agro says
anything.
His GI tract is currently giving him the fits, so he's buckling into the toilet until
It's
that's
okay. Ghost is still not here, so...
Yeah, Ghost is MIA still. We still have time. Unless Ghost is just not.
Somebody get that man some Pepto.
Ghost is probably dealing with dogs or some.
No, I'm talking about Exile. Somebody get
Well, I know.
Exile some Pepto.
yeah. Get him a bottle of Pepto.
Dude, don't diss the Pepto. It fucking works.
Oh no, I know it works. I have survived on Pepto before.
Yeah, I've never had that problem.
Oh, you haven't ever been adventurous with food.
I have. My bowels
There's
just
Taco
frequent.
Hell.
If they're gonna evacuate themselves, they just do it fully, very painfully, in one sitting.
Then there is Taco Bell.
Guy was blessed with the proper.
Taco Bell's too
bowel
fucking
structure.
expensive now, dude.
Mm,
They charge entirely too much money for just a basic soft taco.
Yeah, well, everybody wants $15 an hour.
That's not what caused that.
When their wage goes up double, it makes a difference. Because all of a sudden you're paying those guys like $1,200 a fucking week, damn near, if they're working 10 to fucking 14 hours.
The prices were going up no matter what because corporations wanted more fucking money. They just used people
they got to
getting
pay,
paid
gotta
more
pay
as an
them
excuse.
shareholders.
Yeah.
You guys are also forgetting it's just more expensive to grow food in general compared to then.
Yeah, prices have over doubled in the last 10 years.
Commodity prices haven't gone anywhere. Beef
Yeah.
has gone up.
And pay has
we-
hardly gone up.
beef has gone up. The
I mean-
sale price has gone up too. So
Yeah. We sold when the market. We sold last week.
yeah, it's
So we
still
got
going up.
a really
because
good penny.
The demand is still rising because it's basically recovering from the 2020 to through 2022 fucking slump.
And you gotta remember, every fucking dollar that a trucker pays, a farmer pays 5 more for any fucking things he's importing to the farm and exporting from it.
Mm-hmm.
Just why we went organic.
And then
because we can't
fucking
afford
rail,
fertilizer.
and then rail costs, transport went up 30%.
Even
So
though
everything's
railroads
just more
are-
expensive.
Railroads
It's not
are the
doing
most
anything now.
profitable they've ever been. Everybody's having record-breaking profits. And I wonder why.
Well, they're laying off thousands of people.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, regularly.
Well, when you got a million small railroad companies, that number does add up when they just start saying, hey, this job isn't necessary anymore.
Except it is. They're just hiring people at smaller fucking... way lower wages.
I mean, you don't
need
need
here for 30 years. Yeah, you're getting paid $150,000 a year. Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, let's hire this new person out of
You
college
can
for
retire,
half that.
and we're gonna hire someone who at $80,000 a year.
Or the new one, outsourcing to India for a third of the cost.
Well, you can't do that with railroads, but
Not with railroads,
Yes, you
but
can.
with the tech industry. Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
hello, my name is Sam. How can I?
it's called temporary student visa, but they don't do any education. They just
No,
work.
we straight just do remote work in India. As soon as the company went public, they laid off like half.
V,
the fucking teams.
you're missing what I'm saying. There's a whole other problem with immigration from India of them just coming
Yeah,
over. Well, this
H-1B
is Canada specific. I gotta fucking state that as well. They come over on temporary fucking student visas, don't go to fucking school, and get a job. Instead of coming in on a permanent workers visa, which is much harder to get. Because schools here, to get into a smaller college, they just kind of hand out the application. They hand out the acceptance form,
trust
and then
me,
you
I
can
know
use
y'all
that
accept
acceptance.
fucking anyone. I've spoken with a Canadian student today that was the dumbest fucking person I've ever met. I asked them 3 times, "What's the name of the assignment you're having trouble with?" 3 times. They couldn't fucking answer me when I told them exactly where to find it. They hung up after I started getting kind of aggressive with them. I was like, "Dude, I can't help you if you don't tell me what you're looking at."
That's
And they
because
hung
we've
up.
been doing No Child Left Behind for about 20 years longer than you have, and it's severely affected the lower end of education.
Yeah, that's the biggest mistake we ever let into the public school system.
They also just don't pay teachers worth of shit, so they don't give a fuck about their job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the No
That
Child
too.
Left Behind literally levels the field for everybody at the lowest possible rate.
I mean, No Child Left Behind is the foundation that they built, like the was it the Common Core learning system off of?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Common
teach you how to
Core.
memorize for a test rather than actually fucking learn.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, it started
memorizing-
working away from schools being made to make factory workers, and then working back towards it.
When we don't actually
I don't think
need
we ever
factory
stopped.
workers.
I'm pretty sure as soon as
because-
public school became more prevalent in the fucking 20s and 30s is when
That's when it started. There was a bit of a
it never
fucking like
stopped.
there was a bit of like a steer away from it, but it's just like careened back into it real hard again.
Even though they're
Well, yeah,
Corporations
you
want
have,
their
like-
money. The shareholders want their money.
Yeah, like the solid 4 decades after World War II, where like everything was up, and then the 90s and the early thousands happened, and then everything came tumbling down.
You mean when Reaganomics became a thing?
When they finally took effect, yeah.
Yeah, when that took effect,
It'll trickle
The-
down. People won't hoard money. You
Yeah, it'll
underestimate
trickle-
how greedy people
It'll
are.
trickle down like a melting iceberg in the middle of
2008.
Arizona.
Yep.
It'll start slow and
Yep.
then.
Meanwhile, the richest person on earth has like doubled their fucking net worth in less than 5 years.
Yeah, well, rich people are like people at that level. They're just scummy.
And no shit. But
Well,
yet,
yeah,
people still
people at
worship
that
them
level
like they
are
give a
still-
fuck about them.
I can't explain that.
Well, also, same thing goes for fucking people in the movie industry.
Oh God, yeah.
Politics. If you're a shitty politician, I'm gonna call you a fucking shitty politician. If you're a shitty person, I'm gonna call you a shitty person.
Mm-hmm.
well, this is devolved into
I'm okay now. I have significantly
angriness.
fewer issues with the pay rate that actors get because that is them negotiating their own salary with the help of their union. That's whatever. That's fine. If the quality, if what they produce is worth that amount, they deserve to get paid that amount.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
But you mentioned it.
We're mostly talking about people worshiping celebrities like those celebrities.
That's
give
what
a
we meant.
singular
Yeah, we
fuck
were-
It's like,
about you.
here's how I'll, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, put it
you
this way.
misunderstood
Where
it a
the
little bit.
fuck is
I
Ghost?
do not put it this way. I do not like Elon Musk. I do not like his politics. I don't like him as a person. Just not a fan. I do,
Yeah, neither do I.
however, like
I'm
SpaceX
calling them right
because
now.
Yeah.
I support human exploration of space and the advancement of solar energy and clean energy and rocketry. I support all those things, and I can remove the business from the man. The problem is, some people really like the thing, the company, like I do, and then they go, well, he's in charge, so he's God. And it's like, what the fuck?
No, that's not how that works. But yeah, it's fucking exactly what people do. And it's mind-boggling that they can think like that.
He said he'd be here. I could call his wife. I could call
And then
Leia.
people do the same thing with world leaders, either side of the spectrum.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why our politics have devolved into.
Well, we don't hold our
high school
politicians
politics.
accountable.
Welcome to the stream of Woggy the Warlock, where today we complain about politics.
Yes,
People not being held
Where we
accountable in
complain
any
about
fucking
politics
field.
neutrally somehow. This is fucking.
Yeah. We complain
we
about
represent-
politics
we represent-
neutrally somehow with the background music of Star Wars, looking at a bunch of PNGs of floating heads.
I
Yeah.
my fucking
In my case,
call
several
to
heads.
him went to voicemail.
Well, you are the Wills.
Call Leia.
Hey, political
Okay.
streamers, take note. This is how you have discourse.
Put him on
you
speaker.
fucktard.
We need to yell at him.
Anyways.
Yeah,
put him on speaker.
Well, I think
Ghost,
the main
what the
thing
fuck?
is that
He's on the way.
okay, while we have differing opinions on a lot of things, there's so much bullshit out there that we all wholly agree with that we don't even need to talk about most of it. We're just like, yep,
Yeah.
this is the problem. Let's
Prime example, me and V are polar opposites. Like,
But we're both sick of fucking billionaires doing whatever the fuck they want.
no, I know.
Yeah, like the problem I have really is that a lot of times anything that goes after billionaires, it's really hard to hit billionaires because a lot of them functionally their money's all in the company, and you can't take the money from the company because that fucks up everything. It's hard to take money from them because they don't have that much money. They just have assets and favors and shit. It's a
basically
weird
like us
world.
farmers,
They do
like-
have that much money.
Well,
though.
exactly. Well, so here's the thing. Then you go down to the next tier, and then you got people who have a lot of money in savings or have a lot of money in property. It's like, well, if their money's all in property, you can't really take that either. That's just eminent domain. You got to pay them for that. You'd lose money. That sucks. And then so they're like, all right, well, we can't hit those guys. So what do we have at the? Well, we go down to the tens of millionaires, down for the cent of millionaires. And it's like, okay, these are small business owners. They get all their money from their wages. We can go after them. Well, those are the people running the fucking economy. And if you have $10 million to your name and like $1 million or $2 million in assets, but you are running a company that is paying out to 200-300 people and doing well, taking your money fucks you and your company. It does not help the economy. It does not help the people below you.
No.
And then they go like, well, we don't get enough from them, so we got to go a step lower. And now you're talking about everyone who owns a nice house. Because they're like anyone who's got $1 million in assets, which is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
A shocking amount of Americans, despite the fact that they don't.
I kind of like Mondami's idea, though.
a
He's
million.
taxing the empty fucking houses that billionaires have.
oh, that's what I like. The Airbnb.
If there is one thing we could solve easily, it is the housing crisis. And
Now,
it's because-
the one problem with his policy on that is all these fuckers are just going to turn them into Airbnbs, even though if nobody stays there, and then in New York that counts as an investment
It's still
property.
under their name.
No, it's taxed differently though. It's fucking stupid, dude.
it is taxed differently.
Yeah.
The other
Well,
issue
He's got the
is that
governor
they're
on his
banning.
side. He can
so
change that.
here's
Yeah,
the
they're
other
going to
issue.
change that.
If you
How
can
investment
ban-
properties are taxed. Yeah.
Here's the other issue. You can ban. So you have a company that owns 100 Airbnbs, and you say, okay, no company can own more than 10. Well, that company just takes its 10 highest placed employees, splits into 10 companies underneath a single parent company, and those 10 companies now own 10 Airbnbs apiece, and nothing changes.
They're just going
You
to
need
keep.
to make it so that corporate entities cannot own more than one building.
Single family homes. Yeah, I
Now-
think it's Nevada or
now-
Vegas.
now,
that
the-
should
okay,
be
so-
banning
hold on.
banning
Apartments
that.
are
And then we got another fucking problem with that rule is like you got like certain ironworking companies need steel prep yards, like multiple of them.
It's the single
need- that
family
need-
homes that are already
Yeah, but
built
they aren't
is what needs to be
residential
banned from
dwellings.
being bought.
No, that's in industrial areas. Yeah.
Yeah, I
the
think
other
they-
thing
they
is
Vegas or
rent
rent
Nevada
control.
actually is passing a bill right now to ban corporations and trusts from buying single family homes.
Yeah,
That would be good.
The
But then
way
they're just
that a
gonna pull those and then
corporation
build
should have.
duplexes or
Here's the thing: a corporation's
Very
influence on single-family homes should be being the developer that built the fucking subdivision, selling the properties, and moving on to the next one. That's actually a good thing. Where they just build houses because we need that to be done.
But they want the light, like they want to keep having money flow in, which is why they do that. Just like the video game industry goes, "Oh, live service, we keep making money."
Yeah, literally.
But when everybody's fucking doing it, there's no money to make.
I would encourage everybody here to read the book Atlas Shrugged.
Love that book.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
You never heard? Oh man, one of my
Ronnie, it sounds like
English
you're more
teachers in high
passionate than me.
school-
You should absolutely explain the gist of it.
It's basically like the 2008 housing market crash, but if nothing ever got better. It's just like gas prices continue to go out of control.
$6
Centralized
a gallon.
government becomes a thing. No, like talk about like I think it was in the first couple of chapters they talk about how gas prices are at like $28, $29, $30 a gallon.
Shit.
Basically,
How
it's
is
turned
inflation
into
notably?
worse
Inflation isn't the issue. People are getting paid the same amount.
Yeah, like wages have not gone up. Government, kind of like in 1964, is all one structured central like entity. Like the government is just the government.
Yeah, but like, how would a company run on that? That
No,
would just-
let
It
him
wouldn't.
finish. It explains the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so everything is organized, controlled, and like regulated by the central government. There's no independent businesses, nothing. It's literally everyone at the top holds the power, and then everyone at the bottom is just at the bottom.
So it's an oligarch.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
The oligarchy! The oligarchy!
Well,
Sorry, I did my
oligarchy
best
is-
I mean,
impression there.
it's
it's
an
effectively
extreme
serfdom.
oligarchy.
It's serfdom.
Yeah. It is very much like, and there's
Yeah.
It's what like it's a very dense book.
Yeah, it's like 800 pages or something. But
Oh, it is thick.
in a sense,
that's-
this
that's
horrible
like the
world
weekend
happens,
read.
and then it poses the simple question: what if the
Fuck a
people
fail.
who are actually running everything don't?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's basically what almost happened in like 2008. So
And if you're not a
That's
fan
the
of
point
reading
title.
really big books, they did make film adaptations.
Did
Are they
they?
any good?
They did.
Oh. But yeah, the whole gist is you know the myth of Atlas, the one who holds up the weight of the world on his
Yeah.
shoulders because Zeus is a prick.
Like, that's an understatement, but I'm not.
I know,
gonna
no,
say
it's just
more
I like
on
to say that at the
Struck
end of
down.
every story in Greek history because
Atlas fucking deserved it, but
But the
Well,
whole
it's
idea is,
not-
what if
it's
Atlas
always
just
better
said
Zeus
"fuck
was
it" and let
horny.
let the sky fall? You know,
It's either Zeus was a
Yep.
dick or Zeus was horny. It's one of the two.
Zeus was a dick or Zeus used
Or
a
both.
stick. One of the two.
facts.
Yeah.
It's the
We need to
entirety
yell
of
at Ghost
Greek
again.
mythology.
He's still not here.
Yeah, just start.
Yeah, we might as well just fucking start because this is kind of ridiculous.
He's not relevant.
we're a half
to the
hour
fucking
in.
session anyways.
We are literally like 32 minutes on stream right now.
Oh, here we go,
Oh
boys.
God, can you imagine an AI summary? It's like the players talked about Atlas Shrugged and the failings of the U.S. economy. Then Star Wars happens.
I mean, it kind of on brand.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
the movie's starting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
XXXIV. Jesus Christ.
I told you it was too many syllables. Symbols.
34. 34. You can just say it. You can just say the number.
Hey, I'm too stupid for that.
Yeah,
I like
I
to
don't
see
know.
LG stuff.
And down one finger. Oh yeah, everybody else got pretty fucked up except me.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, typical Death Watch, leaving the fight to everybody else.
I was in the middle of the fight the whole time. They just couldn't damage me.
I'm big hurt.
I'm at 21 out of 23.
Oh, I know. I fixed Cole's wounds. That's right.
I'm at a 8 out of 15 wounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Do I need to
don't
do
wanna
some
hear it.
medical checks, Exile?
That was after a stim.
We will get to that though. Of course, but back pain. There we go. You find yourselves having just emerged from these lava tubes into the gently falling evening rain here on Seleucami, and you find yourself effectively at the base of a caldera, or at least a very large opening, clear up to the sky, where through the thin storm clouds you can just about make out the lights of the spaceport, orbital infrastructure, and more specifically, a handful of stars that are just about bright enough to get through the pollution, which is prolific even this far. I need something a little bit chiller for the music. There we go.
ADHD ass.
Fuck off. Even this far out into the sticks, on a world like this, you're still relatively near the capital, and thus the sky is not nearly as rich in color or light as it often is in other places. Surrounding you, some on elevated rocky cliff faces around you, but most at ground level, weapons lowered, are a large number of clone troopers. A brief count shows you about 20. Most of them are wearing standard armor. Mostly Phase 2. There's a couple in Phase 1, though. And at least 2 guys in ARF helmets, if nothing else. That's still an interesting group. One of them, wearing the markings of the old 91st Reconnaissance Brigade, walks over to you, and we are just seating back slightly to hear. Says, We were told by the XO you'd be on your way. Seems you had a rough go of it down there.
Pulling off my helmet, I look him in the eye. Yeah. What the fuck were those Nyctos doing down there anyways?
We'll explain that in a few. For now, we should get inside. There'll be more of them coming. They've been giving us trouble for weeks, ever since they were let out.
How many were suspected?
You'll get the right idea when we get in.
Oh god. Stealing my helmet back on.
You follow them across to the other side of this caldera, and through the broken and just kind of... It looks like this place has been either recently erupted or hit by a bombardment of some kind. Rock is melted in inconsistent patterns, jagged in some places, molten, smoothed over in others. It's all black basalt, though. Reaching this large, armored-looking doorway, it just kind of juts out from the wall, completely incongruous with the relatively smooth rock face behind it.
What is this, a
The
toy
door
factory?
is an old... Is you asking that in character?
Yeah, I'm asking that in character. As we're approaching, sorry.
Old research base annex. This was one of the few areas that survived the initial bombardment. The main facility was hit, and you kind of the clone points over towards the area you were just standing in, and you can actually see, looking up the rock face, the broken remnants of anchor points, and even some metal beams that are actually just like bent, like from both heat and time, like peeling their way down the cliff face. This
Gunners must have had a field day down there.
Oh, I was down here on the surface. We were not. The door hisses open with a grinding, creaking noise of something that's been left closed far too long and now has been forced to work again. Inside, you see just a rough, mostly rock still, but with metal reinforcements and a lot of ferrocrete on the ceiling, at least. Just this downwards incline going back into the earth. Come on. After me. Following him in, you proceed down this route, which is very dimly lit. Occasionally, you see where there were permanent light fixtures. but they've long since gone out. Instead, you see a handful of emergency light strips, all long since overdue for replacement, but some still giving an almost eerie yellow glow to a handful of areas down this tunnel. Moving down further, you enter into the first chamber, which is hang on, I lost my notes. Leading down into the first chamber, you find what looks to have been a storage site. But it's clearly been ransacked. What were once neatly organized shelves have all been piled into one corner, largely disassembled, while on the opposite side of the room, the remnants of dozens of crates, possibly hundreds, just piled up from floor to ceiling. Seems everything of value was taken out long ago, but it's also here that you see a generator running. And going further down this next hallway, past this chamber, you see several power conduits strewn across the ground, clearly not linking into the original hardware and just kind of forming this mesh network, occasionally going towards the light, but mostly going further into space. Everything here is old. Some of it seemingly far older than it should be. Some of the equipment, some of the materials, some of the hardware, as you begin going further and see a water treatment system, and more generators, communications hardware. A lot of it looks pre-CIS. But most of it bears very recognizable hallmarks from what you were seeing a lot of during the Clone Wars. Entering the next major chamber, you find a security checkpoint of sorts. A pair of heavy repeating blasters are pointed at you very briefly before their barrels are angled upwards, and the half-dozen clones on security duty open a more or less improvised, but a very large and heavy improvised blast door and allow you on through. The chamber beyond is no longer a natural chamber, it is now constructed. It is effectively a large trapezoid with very tall, angled walls going upwards in like a vaulted ceiling, and then a thin, flat roof. On the sides, going up 3 ranks stacked, are cylinders, each large enough to accommodate a man or a bit more. Most drained, a lot damaged, cracked open, leaked. Those that still have a liquid of some kind, most of it's gone yellow from age. Occasionally, though, you see one that's still active, and inside are things you often don't want to visualize. Mutated remnants of individuals, failures, problems with the process.
Those are cloning bats. Okay. Look.
Yep. Machine failures, and as you get towards the end, clones. But the ones you're used to, but different looking. All of these ones are suspended in what seem to be fully active tanks in a clear liquid that's probably not, but looks similar to Bacta. About a dozen in all. But something's a bit off about them. You've all felt, and I'm saying this mostly to Cade and Alpha at this point, you've all felt the years weighing on you. You felt time passing along, and the weight of your accelerated aging growing on you. Your knees and your joints ache. You're not as strong as you once were, despite as much effort you put into conditioning. You feel your body slipping away slowly. But these clones look to be decades ahead of you. Their skin wrinkled, cratered almost. Their hair, well, yours is mostly white, theirs is sparse, barely present anymore. Nails grown back, liver spots covering their face. These look like in their 90s, maybe older.
Miles walks up to Alpha and whispers, "Sparty?"
Alpha, I'm going to need a lore... what would even be the right one for that? Also, Malice, do you know what that is? I know you, Tristan, know, but what...
FBI, open up!
What the fuck? 41 minutes late, you dirty son of a bitch.
I said I would be late.
You said 10 minutes.
You said you'd be here at 8:10 or 8:05.
I got stuck doing stuff and things.
Your
You
wife
got
does not
stuck.
qualify as stuffing things.
No, he said he got stuck stuffing things. We don't need to elaborate.
In any event, roll your destiny die.
I'd say Malice has heard it
I'd say
True.
so.
through Plo Koon.
Yeah.
Would
You
you
would've
say
heard of it.
Sparty?
Yep.
Sparty. Alpha,
You're
I
on
would
line.
need you to roll a hard difficulty lore check. I was like, when did you get a force die? Roll at the same time. Oh my god. The fucking light side points today, people. You've heard of different types of cloning that was occurring throughout the Clone Wars. Also, I don't know why you upgrade the difficulty, but alright, let's take it.
Thought you said hard difficulty.
Yes, that's 3 purple, not a purple and a red. It's fine, it's whatever. It's not that critical. Sparty cloning was another type of accelerated cloning that was developed about a decade before the Clone Wars. It was considered an alternative, and the Republic did in fact make some Sparty clones late in the war, but the problem with Sparty clones is that, while a Kaminoan clone takes 10 years to mature, it's very reliable. Sparty clone grown in less than a year effectively guarantees insanity. Grown less than 2 years guarantees long-term mental illness. 2.5 to 3 years is about when you start getting stable individuals. The difference is when a Sparty clone leaves the vat, they're biologically completely normal. They don't have the age acceleration. They don't have some of the other issues that have been cropping up amongst yourselves, but as you look over at the aged faces of the clones in here, you start to realize that those stories you've begun hearing about clones aging out and dying well before their time, random illnesses seeming to pop up out of nowhere.
And Alpha is very grateful to be a successful first batcher.
You start to get the impression that those stories have more truth to them than you thought. Though right now that revelation hits very heavy with the severe pain you're feeling across most of your body. You are at 23 out of 21 wounds after all.
I know.
Is anyone supporting Alpha, or is Alpha just... No, I imagine Alpha's just walking on his own. Alpha's not going to let him help.
Malice is helping him because, well, Malice and Alpha have been through the ringer.
Yeah. Few times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But yeah. You continue through this chamber into another identical chamber, only in this one, almost half of the cylinders are seemingly broken from the inside. The others have been drained and seem to be intact, but an entire 2 ranks of them, which would number about 100 in total between those 2 ranks. It's about 50 long, about 300 cells per room of these 2. Appear to have been broken out of. You pass through another improvised checkpoint, this one at the far end of the room. Another heavy repeating blaster setup, as well as a bunch of clones with stun weaponry. Shock batons, riot shields. I wonder where they got it. You also see here a pair of active B2 battle droids.
Oh, lovely.
Standing sentinel on one side of the door while several clones stand on the other. You don't sense any open hostility, but there does seem to be a sense of unease between them.
Probably a good thing we left Frankie on the ship. These guys don't look like they're too fond of the B2s.
Well, not exactly fans, but They've been reprogrammed. They know what to shoot.
War's
And
over.
who's Frankie?
We have quite a few droid companions.
Droidica pet project I've been working on.
Yeah, I saw the assassin droid you're moving around. What, with Droidica?
Did he actually stop in his tracks and say that?
He does
Yes.
stop and turn to look at you over his
Oh, that's-
shoulder.
that's
He's
not
wearing.
even the-
I will note out. He's wearing his helmet, but you can see the expression.
It's palpable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even the best part. You want to know what the best part is?
I don't know if I want to say yes.
He's got one strapped into the fucking ball turret of a Y-wing.
That is Frankie.
That is Frankie. Same droid.
Well,
Frankie's now just free to run around as well.
if my
At least we didn't bring
astromech,
Dum-Dum with.
if my astromech starts freaking out, I know who to talk to. I guess.
No, don't worry, my astromech.
You don't talk to him, you talk to me.
You're not responsible for the droid abomination.
Not that one.
Yeah, I wasn't responsible for the droidica, but the assassin droid's mine.
He kind of looks at the assassin droid, and you notice your HK09 just kind of elevate 009 just kind of elevates his chin. The clone just kind of nods, like, okay. I'm just not going to ask further. Proceed through the doorway, enter into what looks like a makeshift laboratory space. There is all manner of equipment you could not come to the name of if you tried, scattered about the room. Several additional cylinders that have, until now you didn't really notice, but there's actually an overhead crane system that could pick up and move the cylinders, and it's currently holding one of them above, while several individuals... No, they're not individuals, they're droids. Separatist medical droids
Oh,
are
God.
currently working over some sort of a table in a sealed-off clean room. You're a little bit too far away to see what's going on, but the tube is like right above this room and is empty. Standing before them, you see another clone. This one not in armor, at least at the moment. Seems to be wearing the off-duty gear of a clone pilot. Standing next to him, at maybe 7 feet tall,
What, he's just wearing his bodysuit?
they had off-duty gear too. Imagine a pilot jacket on a clone. Like a leather bomber jacket situation. Standing next to him, far taller than everyone else in the room, is a Bith.
Of course.
As you walk deeper into this room, the two of them turn to face you. One, a clone that none of you recognize at first glance. Fairly standard Fett face. It's the one you're very familiar with, but not one you recognize, per se. The room smells of ozone, old machinery, antiseptic, and no small hint of sulfur likely rising from the vents. All around this room, loose cables are strewn about with reckless abandon. The walls are patched together with random bits of material. It's clearly had some degree of a cave in at some point, as the walls kind of crudely braced up into place. Some of the brackets made of actually broken down battle droids that have been TIG welded together. I don't know TIG welded specifically, but welded together. Somewhere deeper inside, you hear a loud
Plasma weld everything.
Somewhere deeper inside the facility, you hear a loud, continuous just hiss and like a metallic rattling sound that just does not cease, but is thankfully a bit below the level of purely annoying. All around you, clone troopers move through the facility with the tired familiarity of men who've spent years working on things that should never have been, and trying to work on a project here that they have little understanding of. Some wear partial armor, others old mechanics gear, civilian clothing mixed with pieces of Republic kits. Most, though, still wear their armor. In fact, compared to those you saw in their armor in town, things seem to be a little bit more tightly run here. Those clothes that aren't in armor appear off-duty, relaxed, casual, or working on other tasks. All the ones in armor have their helmets on, and blasters at the ready, or at least wearing them. You find yourself led up towards these two individuals standing there before what you realize as you walk up is a surgical suite, where a series of separatist medical droids are performing some sort of operation on what, for the modders, you can see as a dead clone.
Can I roll a medicine check to determine what kind of procedure they're doing?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Medicine. Let's go average, because you'd be pretty familiar with this kind of topic.
Okay.
Nailed it.
It reminds you of what you've seen coroners do. A careful
autopsy.
examination. Yeah, an autopsy. It looks like a careful examination of different systems, the collection of specific tissue samples and biopsies. It's not crude. It's not a vivisection. It seems to be being done with care. But it is very much a clone that has clearly failed in whatever trial is ongoing here.
That's all I wanted to know.
So, I would be somewhat unbothered by this because I would have been doing somewhat guard duty by the time of the beginning of the Clone Wars, so I'd be somewhat used to this.
You'd have
Especially in high security areas. How is Cade's character feeling? Yeah, how's Cade feeling about all this? This would be like the first time seeing any of it. Because even if you were at the Battle of Camino, you would have been in space.
Yep.
Do you have an answer?
A bit bothered. Like it's unsettling, but not like to the point where it's overwhelming.
Not concerned, but uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah. Of the two individuals, the clone turns to face you first, takes a step in your direction. The Bith, seeing the individual next to him walk away, turns back towards you, his just pure black, emotionless eyes seeming to focus on you all. And he sighs heavily and walks over in a few short strides. I see we have more... hang on, what's the voice again? I see we have more subjects. Please wait in line. I understand you've probably heard that we have some of the curatives in process. As you can see, they're not fully successful yet. Please state the nature of your conditions to the medical droid. We will get to you as soon as possible. Who are the rest of you? I think we can talk about this. I think I can handle this. The clone moves over. T'Challa, just go back to your work. The Bith stares over you a few more times. I will not ask again. Go to register. So you're the ones Boyle told me about?
Aye.
Well, welcome to our little... I don't even know what to call it anymore.
Cabal?
Name's...
Sure. With a head cock.
Prison?
Yeah, that works.
Hellscape? Yeah, it's not a good place. Name's Davagen.
Alpha.
Cade.
Do any of you recognize that name? Because it is a clone you all know of. But you usually don't know him by that name. You know him by his call sign.
It wouldn't, unless he said his call sign.
No. I'm asking out a character right now.
Oh, wait, what'd you say his name was?
Davagen.
Davagen?
I'm forgetting what fucking scene.
2 A's at the end. Davigajan.
I can't think
He's not 5-0. He's not the last. He's not the 5.
No, he's 212. He's the only commander in 212 besides Cody.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
He was in.
It's
Coruscant.
But again, I
Coruscant.
wouldn't know him. I wouldn't know him anything other
Yes,
than
it
his
is,
call
Oddball.
sign for command. Yeah.
Oh shit!
So, Cade, you would probably know him the most, probably.
Yeah,
You'd heard of him. He's got a reputation.
Yeah, he's one of the best clone pilots
Well,
in the war.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we-
say
we-
he doesn't
we would've
just have
fought with
a reputation.
he
We would have fought with him too. There, fucking
At least once.
Malice. Yeah, I can't remember what battle it was, but the 212th and the Wolfpack were heavily involved in one campaign together.
It is so weird thinking about Malice has just been off camera the whole time of the Clone Wars. He's always been there, just slightly off
just
camera.
Yep.
Just cut out of frame ever so slightly, like.
It's like, you remember Monsters Inc., how Mike is always being like his face covered up and shit? It's literally that.
Yeah,
It's just like,
literally.
His face.
you
The
just
main,
see-
the main
you,
place you
there I
probably
am, there I am. You just
is
see his
Gator
left
Lemuria.
hand at the very corner of the frame.
Yeah, you see the hilt of his lightsaber.
You just see a faint green glow. Oh, there's another Jedi over there somewhere. Like,
No, you don't even see the green glow at all. You just see like literally the pommel of his lightsaber. The very
In like one scene.
one scene a season.
and then right before they show him in the Battle of Geonosis scene, it just like cuts to a different part.
He's cut content.
Hey, you were standing probably right there fucking with him.
But then,
No, I would have been reassigned to Mace Windu after we landed with the rest of the commando units. He took like 400 commandos, got most of them killed, and then yeah.
On brand.
the Jedi were not good leaders early on.
No,
Mace is
We're
so
like-
funny.
Now, there were a couple of good Jedi generals.
Well,
Mace was not one of them. Obi-Wan
they
was
had
like,
they had no idea how to use any of those guys to their strengths.
They
Only
kept
the
trying to
generals
use-
who cared about their
they
troops
used-
actually did well.
They were using commandos as regular soldiers.
Yeah, that's what Mace did. That's why he got a shit ton of them killed.
Yeah, it's fucking
he's
ridiculous.
like, oh, you're the best ones. I'll take you. It's like, no.
No, it wasn't even that. It was Yoda's like, take these shock troops and go do shock troop things, because that's what they basically told Yoda they were. Because the Kaminoans were very frustratingly poor with
They were-
explaining what every unit would do.
Well, you gotta also remember, from the Kaminoan standpoint, every clone that dies was a new order.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we should get back to it.
Yep.
You go in, shake his hand, and he kind of narrows his eyes. Cade, 999th?
Yep.
Please tell me you're here to take Wampa off my hands.
That is one of our intentions.
Well, pleasure to meet you.
I want to know how he got the nickname Wampa.
Honestly, I've been asking that question too. Every single time he's mentioned it, though, it's been a different story. Can't say I understand.
Fly boys.
Yeah.
Watch your tongue, Commando. I know what you guys get up to, too.
We tend to have to
Yeah,
keep that
where's
one
the
on
shuttle?
short
I
leash.
say jokingly. They're teasing him a little bit.
Well, I suppose we should probably cover the obvious. Seems you had a rough go of getting here. I'm
Looking
lining
at
up
my
some medical care.
Forged armor and like
I'm just gonna brush off
Damn
the
it.
dust off of my leg.
Camino fucking skirt. Yeah.
All of you are a little burned. Even you, Lyra, like your armor, like a lot of the paint has been burned off. It is now just a black and charred color. Integrity-wise, it's fine, but
I'll be right
you
back.
need to repaint.
That's probably
It's probably just
saving her from a lot of
It's,
scrutiny.
yeah, the
right
paint, it's
now.
not the paint,
Yeah.
it's just covered in soot.
The funny thing is Tarnis looks perfectly fine.
Did you not get hit either?
No.
He also has really good climate protection armor.
I had no wounds. I just can't deal with heat.
I
I fixed a
didn't
lot of
even
your
have
wounds
stress.
after you burned
No,
a
you
finger
healed.
off.
I didn't get wounds from that. I only got strain.
I think you did take wounds, but you were healed from that.
You got
Yeah, I healed you.
you took
at
3
the end
wounds,
of
but you
last
got
session.
5 healing.
We
Yeah.
do have medical supplies here, and I can get one of the droids to come around.
That would be
Don't
wonderful.
worry about them being CIS. They were actually programmed well.
Trust me, we don't have to worry about that.
Good.
If they seem too much of an issue, I can fix them.
You droid mech?
I know a bit about programming.
Like a droid surgeon.
If you're willing to lend a hand while you're here, I definitely have a few battle droids that we could use reactivation. They could use reactivation.
You can probably
I,
modify them for you too.
I don't think I need to ask. I don't think I need to ask how you were all wounded. So,
Tarnus rubs his hands together. Just point me in the direction.
Isn't your helmet shattered, Cade?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Caved in.
you need
Yes,
a new
because
helmet.
yeah, I need a new helmet. I got fucking bow staffed.
Come closer.
You got an extra recon one kicking around for him.
I can use you. Kick.
If anyone asks, I gave you permission to do this. He points over at the other side of the room, and you see. Oh, hang on, wrong music. This is the infiltration music. It's a little bit.
Are you
too...
saying that there's an armory that they have, like a makeshift armory?
Oh no, it's much worse.
What?
I like to use a light side point and say there's a DC-15M in there. Can I do that?
No, let me finish my fucking statement first.
God damn it!
Looking over, you
tried.
see that piled up on a handful of crates there, you see about 24 clone trooper helmets and blaster rifles all set up very neatly organized in rows.
Oh God.
We had a few more when we came here. They're not going to miss it, but repaint it before you wear it. And a lot of people here won't take that very well.
Better find a 99th one.
So about that light side point.
They don't have the weapons to spare here, unfortunately. I
Yeah,
will
can you
get
give
to a
that
point where that
back?
will be possible. Now, what I don't know is why you've all come here. And why I was told there was another person with you.
I know she didn't disappear already.
We've been watching her like a hawk since we started walking.
Wait, what the fuck happened to him?
No, Sarah is there. She kind of steps around the corner. Been a while, Davichin. How you been? You. Me. We'll talk about why you brought that fucker in here at some other point.
Hey,
For
don't
now,
blame
I'm
me. I
assuming
don't know
you're-
what the hell's going on here.
I'm assuming you're not here to cause trouble? Provided you're not.
The fact that that's
giving her a
his
stare down.
response. Oh, that's great. So I take it you two have history.
Sarah Norella, second in command of the entire consortium on this world. I'm betting she told you she was just a pilot.
Yes,
And
she
unaffiliated.
did.
Yeah,
As
what?
TARDIS
An
looks
observer.
back at her. What?
She just shrugs.
Just
Sometimes it's easier going with the group. I'm assuming you're here because of, he kind of gestures the room with this. You know it. We do have an agreement, after all. I don't believe we're in violation of that. We'll talk about it overnight. Or we'll talk about it tomorrow. For now, I don't have an issue. And just kind of feel the tension between.
I am getting sick and tired of getting roped into fucking schemes.
It's not so much a scheme. I can't
Really?
say I'm terribly. We have an accord with the consortium. They get a cut of the mining revenue for the town in exchange for, well, we view it as rent. And that's, I think, the better way to view it. Didn't ask you.
You extorted me to extort my brothers?
no. Time out.
It's not extortion.
They get political and physical protection from the consortium, are allowed to utilize the land, and all we ask is a cut of the material they're selling. It is a trade.
Would have liked it if the only person lying to us would have been the little weasel you call a boss.
Well, he's not going to be my boss for very much longer. And also, I never lied to you.
She
didn't.
You omitted it.
Withholding information is just as bad as lying.
Oh,
No, it's
please.
I have to disagree
See,
with that.
she's on my side.
Withholding information is just a right.
Right, because we're going to listen to the Bothan on this.
You should.
I would.
Yo,
I think
in situations like this,
collectively rolled their eyes.
Some days I wish I should have just joined Nightingale's crew.
Might have been better profit at this point.
I would 100% believe, just out of character, that Cole has probably worked with the consortium before.
Yes,
Oh,
you have.
probably.
Oh yeah.
I probably will.
Several times.
You've
probably.
not worked with Sierra before. You do not know her specifically, but if she looked up your file, she would have opinions.
I say when I was a fixer for the underworld, I probably did too.
The consortium are a major player.
Yeah.
So I kind of look over at at the one person, or at the what's their name?
Sierra?
No, the clone.
Oddball.
Oddball, right? Boy, look over at Oddball. Like, don't you just miss being crammed on a ship and going to a war zone sometimes?
Far more often than you probably know. Which I suppose does segue pretty well into what I've been told is the main reason for your visits.
Yep.
I can't exactly say that I'm particularly keen to leave all these people behind. But if people want to go with you, that's another matter, but he kind of looks over and you see the Bith returning. And now you kind of, as he's walking towards you, you get a good look at him and realize that this is a man who's been through some things. Most of his lower face, as well as the left side of his head, is covered in what appear to be very crudely made prosthetics, including a breathing mask, an artificial eye. You realize that much of his exposed skin has been burned.
Oh God.
Has been burned severely and healed over potentially poorly. It's heavily scarred. The back of him is pretty intact when you first saw him, but now you realize it's just he's been through some things. He walks with a noticeable limp as he moves over. Oh man, sorry, I just had a burp come from somewhere. I don't even know.
You're good.
Well, it seems we've reached an accord together. Who are these individuals you have brought with you, clones?
Get up. Right.
And why is my little sanctuary being violated further? Well, I suppose they should introduce themselves to you. This is Tenyu, or Fatenu if you want to really try and pronounce some of the symbols. Tenyu is just fine. I've dealt with far worse plenty of times before. This is a problem. Oh. Fascinating. I have not had the opportunity to work on a Togruta in some time. Perhaps you'll be willing to donate a sample.
I'm gonna slowly turn towards the trigger, towards Malice.
I think that would not
Not
be
in an
necessary.
invasive way, blood test to be sure. There are a lot of promising pharmaceuticals that can be derived from a variety of species throughout the galaxy. They might be able to solve some of the problems I am attempting to rectify. The Kaminoans, you see, they were pointless. They prioritized reliability over longevity. Entirely sensible in a military production standpoint, of course, but catastrophically short-sighted biologically. And the Republic, of course, decided that those methodologies were the superior ones, rather than having an army in half the time, twice the quality. No offense. Some taken. As it stands, I have been working for the past year or so to rectify the errors the Kaminoans left in the rather garbage compilation of genetics that they have used to create the clones. The clones are, I would not say incapable, but crude. They focused on just getting the job done, not doing it well. They mistook consistency for superiority. Sparty production is much faster, more adaptive, more scalable. The Kaminoans were simply the kings of marketing. But I digress. I have plenty of samples from humans. The Gruta is rare. It is possible that elements of your immune system might help me deal with some of the additional autoimmune disorders the clones are suffering from. I would just need a small sample for tissue cultivation, nothing more. Unless, of course, you propose an alternative to finding such matters.
Mouse
It is growing
looks-
difficult to work in these
looks
isolated
at-
conditions.
Looks. Shifts his eyes towards Oddball, all to gauge his reaction, then over to Alpha.
Give me a... What should I have you roll for that? Give me either Streetwise or... I guess I could do Perception check as well if you're just trying to gauge his reaction.
Just gave me the notification on that message, by the way, V.
Yeah, no, I know.
I got a
What do you,
proficiency in perception, so
what are you guys
Difficulty?
exchanging notes about?
Nothing.
what's the difficulty?
This would be hard difficulty.
So 4.
No, 3.
Hmm.
You've worked with a lot of clones. I'm going to count that as more or less a success with a triumph. You're not sure the exact response, but the initial read is you get the impression Oddball does not like this guy. Probably doesn't trust him. You get the strong sense of unease, but also potentially desperation and kind of understanding. You get the impression that he's working with this Bith because of what it might bring, not because he wants to.
Just so you know, Beth.
I do have a name, as I'm sure you do as well, Togruta.
That I do. My name is Master.
Malister. Priority targets grade 2, Jedi Padawan of Master Plo Koon.
That is correct.
Seems you're stuck around.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little taken back by hearing that too.
Tarnis's hand kind of lowers down to his
The
blaster.
war is over, gentlemen and ladies. Just because we fought on opposite sides does not mean we need to be enemies today.
Yes,
But
well,
just
we've had.
know-
And how the
few-
hell do I know you're not acting on some Dooku's orders?
Dooku has been dead for 13 and a half years. If I was following the
Could be
orders
a
of a
map.
dead man, why would I still be here? No, I follow these orders on my own recognizance now. I spent 12 years perfecting the work I started here before the Jedi so rudely poured lava into my old lab and forced me to move what I could salvage here.
Yes, we found
And
some
spent
of your
last year
test
working
subjects.
Oh, good. I hope we were able to put them down.
2 got away.
Overly.
You think 2 got away? There wasn't exactly a way out the way we came.
They were
They
very
How
could
many
have
were
climbed
killed?
up that wall.
How many were killed?
6 DM? I think 6.
I think it was year 5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's 6.
Okay.
Because the last one that
56.
died at Goomba stomped.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
get the lava.
Well, you
Six.
got good
We'll say
start-
6.
Stomp.
6.
Mouse.
Six,
That's
six,
the
two.
one.
Two
Excellent.
potential escapees.
27 survivors remain then, at least unaccounted for.
Well,
Good progress, considering there were 86 of them originally.
Jesus.
TARDIS like lets out a fucking cough like 86.
What
They
happened to
were
the
a
other
much larger
14?
problem originally. They attempted to attack me. My droids did most of the work.
Yeah,
The clones did a lot of work as well, and our friends at the consortium did much more. Sierra looks at him. I have no idea who you are. You're not my friend. For now. For now. Anyway, I was told you're here with a proposition. What is it? I must get back to my work soon.
Mouse
Lyra?
looks over at Lyra and Cade.
What did we come down here for? I didn't take notes.
Are you here to be useful?
God damn it! Did anybody take notes?
No one
I
takes
believe we came down here because there was prospect in fixing clone aging problems.
Oh, so you have been given the basic overheads then. Good, yes.
Yes.
As I was saying, the Kaminoans, my personal disdain for them aside, were masters of many of the important elements of cloning, but not all. They had a very disposable mentality towards them, throwing away as soon as they were done. Now, I can't exactly say I disagree wholeheartedly in many contexts, but clones remain valuable for a long time, up to 30 years active life, provided they were able to age normally after reaching maturity. The Kaminoans did not make that change. That is what I am attempting to implement. If the Galaxy and the Republic saw fit to let the Kaminoans handle their clones, it should fall to me, the one they snubbed, to solve the problems they left behind. Plus, it beats boredom.
It's also
I
not
think
like
you'll
Well,
It's
and
not
even
realized
if the
there was
Kaminoans
a grand
wanted to
plan.
fix their problems, the Empire kind of made sure that they couldn't.
I did hear about that, and I celebrated greatly at the time. However, it does present an unfortunate reality now as this project comes to fruition. Namely, that I have reached a dead end of the amount of progress that can be made with living tissue. I require original hardware and samples, and a better laboratory facility than this.
Wait, you want us to capture Boba?
oh no. I know where this is going, and he doesn't want Boba.
No,
He wants to.
I require original cloning material and hardware. There's only one place that could be found, Topolka City. Unfortunately, the Empire sunk it. However, Kaminoans were an aquatic species. Their structure is very well hardened for such conditions. It is very likely
But I
that
don't like getting wet.
So, out of
Tarnis looks at him. You didn't have-
OCC,
and I do not
Fire.
like having lava poured down my face, but that has happened to me, it will happen to you.
It already did.
Now you understand my point. Sometimes sacrifices must be made in the pursuit of success.
At least tell me you have one of those. I believe they were called tridents.
No, I do not have any such resources required for this. I was hoping you might. I'm led to believe you might have further assets beyond just the vessel you arrived in.
Tarnis kind of looks back at
Clearly, if you're attempting to recruit a number of these clones, you must have something. to bring them to.
I think I get where he's coming.
We do, but now
what do we have that?
with the level of our current company, I'm not sure I want to describe what we have.
Is this
I
in the
don't see
fleet?
the harm in it at this point.
He's basically asking us if he can bring his little science project onto the Venator.
No, he wants. I mean,
Woggy's closer.
I'm okay with that under close guard.
But he doesn't know of the Venator. That has not been
Yeah,
shared. with him.
he
wants to
his
come-
science project to come with us.
Yeah. I don't see an issue with him coming with us, although looks back at damn it, how do you pronounce her name again? Sierra?
Yeah.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Imagine
College
Siri and then put an at the end of it. Like,
I was pretty sure it was Sierra. I just wanted to make sure before I said
I know.
it.
I don't see anything
everyone's
with-
asking.
I
Yeah.
don't see anything with aquatic capabilities.
The Republic didn't have any aquatic vehicles.
They did. We just
There
didn't
were
have
plenty
any.
of aquatic species throughout the galaxy. The Gungan, the Mon Calamari, the Korin. That's the same world, but
They had subaquatic drives
Nautilin.
for Y-wings.
and the Kaminoans themselves.
The Jedi also.
You know what?
developed some
We'd
ships
have
that were
better luck talking to
semi-aquatic.
the Carcharodons.
We can find a ship. Pretty sure some of the lats can be modified to go underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, I do have the geological survey data from the old separatist targeting data. It benefits to have access to the old network. Based on my estimates, the city lies about 4.5 kilometers down. I don't believe you'll be able to modify a starcraft for that. You will need dedicated equipment. But if you are indeed linked to some greater rebel action, certainly there will be someone within your organization who has the ability to loan such
Yo,
resources.
this guy's talking like a fucking narc.
I'm gonna step away. I'll make a call.
You will not get signal here. We are too far underground. We do not need to make the decision today, nor now. Though with the consortium now fully aware of my presence here, I imagine we are somewhat time limited. She goes, as you said, there's no signal down here. I can't exactly call for anybody.
What kind of deal are we going to have to make for you to ignore them while we get them off-world?
That is not a deal for you to make. That's a deal that me and Davagen will discuss. You've been very helpful up until now. I have no issue with your presence. You have fulfilled your bargain, if somewhat poorly at the first station. But, well...
We
sometimes
aren't
you
exactly
just-
investigators.
I can tell. But if I have a group of Imperials I need removed, I know who I might call.
We're good at getting the information, just not using it.
Well, don't sell yourselves too short. Unlike some of the ones I've worked with before, you at least seem capable of higher reasoning. Somewhat.
I'm not a fan of the consortium in the higher regard, but if we have someone we need to work with in the lower ends, at least it's you.
We will find an agreement at some point. I'm sure of it. For now, though, why don't you go talk to your little cyberbith over there? I have a feeling Davagen and I will have some time to talk. Yeah. You see as and you didn't really notice this in the conversation, but a pair of additional clone commandos have been kind of lurking in the shadows there and lead off with Sierra and Davagen and Oddball further into the compound. So all back to our discussion. Look, I have found working with the clones to be interesting. They make very fascinating subjects. And I am not exactly only a clone officer. I can provide service in both medicine, advanced cybernetics, and biomedical research. And I enjoy pet projects. Should
But
you
if
need
you have
repairs?
Lyra and Tarnus, and I'm just like,
It wouldn't be a
I don't
bad
think it's a
idea
bad
to have
idea.
it. Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have a dedicated scientist on board the ship.
You know, and you are quite knowledgeable about medicine, but if we're
I'm
not,
not a doctor.
yeah,
Hold on. What about diseases?
That depends on the disease. I am not an expert on infectious disease, but I am an expert on the treatment of such conditions. Autoimmune disorders are in fact my specialty when it comes to progressive degenerative disorders.
So you would know how to beat the medicines.
Certainly.
Yeah, they can come in handy.
Mhm.
The question is, of course, if you'd have a facility of worth to me. Provided the consortium does not immediately come kicking down my doors, I'm certain I can cut a deal with them to continue working here on my project. I would require additional medical equipment, more space, more power, and access to higher quality base materials. Ideally, samples from additional races that were, if we must paid to acquire,
We're
would
not
also be
paying
helpful.
people to experiment on them.
Experiment is not the goal. I need tissue.
He needs blood samples and other
harvesting
things.
I can
People
say
for
this.
money.
We probably have the facilities and the equipment that you would
Need.
prefer to have over what you have here.
Well, what do you have?
We have Old Republic facilities on board our ship. They will
What ship?
suffice.
Just tell him.
You're sitting on a Corvette. I cannot work in that space. I need something larger. Tell me you at least have a frigate at your disposal.
A Venator-class Star Destroyer.
Ah, wonderful. Delta-class vessels transport an extensive clone-compatible medical infrastructure. He actually turns and faces away from you and begins just kind of talking aloud. You're effectively transporting a perfectly optimized genetic treatment facility through hyperspace. Why was nobody informing me of this sooner?
Because we
Never
It
don't.
has to be a secret.
We don't
Never the matter.
exactly
We will solve the
advertise.
problem later. Ah, excellent. Let me go discuss with my droids. We will begin in preparations for move tomorrow. Oh, well,
And you
we'll
will not mention what it is. If you
To whom?
care to want
telling
to
them here?
keep your thing.
Don't avoid telling the consortium while they don't know they know we have corvettes.
They're not
they
aware
don't
of
know.
capabilities.
Unlike our good friend, the commander, I have no ties to the consortium. I have no reason to tell them anything.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
but
seem
they
I
have
too
need
reason
to
fond
get
of
as
them
much as
either.
possible out of here. Because I am certain they will want what is left of this facility.
Yeah, well.
So, much
If you're
work for
in,
me ahead.
you're in.
Then I am, as you
Out
say,
of character,
in.
side note,
Yes.
I would like to perhaps roll to tap this man's devices.
Jesus Christ.
What are you,
Yes.
Tony Starking
Yes.
them on the fucking
Yes.
Yes.
carrier?
Yeah, so that
Put the
you
Mento-
see,
put the
you
Mento
see
under his
throughout
I
the
want
room.
to-
Galaga.
So you
I
see
want
throughout
to,
the room.
in
There's
case
a
he
whole.
starts sending communications.
There are
we have what
very
he sent.
That was
There are a large number of active computer systems around, and with the exception of this individual, Tenu, and the other people working, no one seems to be paying too much attention to that. So maybe not while he's still standing there, but in a moment as he goes off with, "I must go make preparation."
Make
You've got me
preparation.
thinking too many things at once. I cannot even speak. Basic is such a sad and inefficient language. If you all speaking Batese, would be so much easier. I must away. He wanders off down the hall, hobbling slightly. What were you doing, Cole?
Basically gonna wiretap his shit.
Yeah, absolutely. As you kind of walk over to a terminal, a quick glance around, and place a hacking spike on it. Just a very simple device. It's going to sit there and allow you to move in, go to rejoin your group. Datapad access in hand.
It's one of those
They mentioned-
self-ejecting data spikes.
They
Well,
mentioned there's
still needs to do the hack, but I want the
Yeah.
rest to be able to talk to.
one of the clones that was leading us mentioned there was battle droids that need reprogramming. I wonder where those are.
Yes, go find that and do some rolls. I need to find
Yeah,
it.
you guys have been left completely alone, just standing here in front of the surgical theater in the middle of this base.
I'm gonna go look for fucking clone medics. I trust them more.
Mount
Ta-
some calf or something just to create some stamina.
Yeah, Tyrus is going to, I guess, wander around with HK and K9 to go see if he can find where the droid bay is.
Well, let us
Either the-
begin. Okay.
Yeah.
Aiden Light is also going to follow Tarnus.
Lyra?
I'm gonna go with Alpha, find the other medics.
Okay.
K9 does need a new foot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only... between me, HK, and K9, the only real damage sustained between us was his foot. And that was just because the lava flowed down on him.
Yeah, that does happen.
It happened because you fucking caused it to happen. I don't want to hear it. Still not happy about that bullshit.
Fine, that did
I mean, he did tell us the timer that we had to get out of there.
Yes, but
I
lava-
could have made it a lot fucking worse.
the lava flowed before I could even move K9.
Yeah, could
That
have
was the
also
bad part.
given me, like, I don't know, 2 more moves to get over that bridge.
You had 2 more dudes on that bridge, and the bridge was flooding.
Yeah.
One of them was killing you, and there were 2 more.
So yeah, Malice doing
If their armor wasn't... If it weren't for the, strength of their armor, K9 probably would have been more... Or not K9, but HK would have been more help.
Are you kidding me? He hit like 3 shots.
Yes, but then he got forced into melee,
I
and
might
it
just
was
be an
doing fuck
absolute-
all.
You know, just out of spite, I might just save XP for 3 sessions, buy 2 ranks in heavy gunnery, and carry around the rotary blaster.
Oh god.
I just told Exile. I might as well tell you guys. Yeah.
I have 6, so it's plus 6 damage to any damage I do because of my deadly accuracy skill. So if I brought it up to 8, it'd be plus 8 damage, and then that thing's got linked and auto fire, so get fucked.
Yeah, because of the same skill he has, I've brought my Westars and my throwing knives to 10 damage for the blasters and 8 for the knives.
Yep.
What the fuck?
It is a
Combat
25
classes, man,
point
they're crazy.
skill. Yeah, I told Exile, I'm tell you guys, I am gonna plan on speccing into Doctor, which is really gonna come in handy if those kind of fights are gonna keep happening.
Oh, yeah. This guy's also going to come in handy that we just recruited too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I don't like that laugh.
But
God,
I think
Exile!
there are-
I swear to God.
No, he's just a character.
He's eccentric.
yes, he is.
In fact, if you listen close, you can hear him muttering to himself as he moves about the other parts of the room.
So you were just
Brown.
excited to introduce a new fucking NPC?
He's part Doc Brown, part Edna Mode, part just psychotic dude.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, so-
that's a combination.
Guys, come on! It happened in the the fucking Crossroads of the Winds campaign or whatever it was. Whatever that
Crossroads
last
of the
one. Yeah, sorry.
Wait, who are you comparing him to in that case?
Fucking. Oh, the eccentric part. It reminded me of that first guy that let us out of prison, almost.
Oh God, do you think he's Lord Ekros? Oh God,
Yeah.
that was an act. Dude's a fucking warlock of a kraken.
But
Mhm.
we know. I mean, our characters don't know, but the players.
If we're ever going back to that campaign, I can reveal that secret. But either way, oh good, airflow. Cole, what are you attempting to hack into? Just the database or
Comms.
the direct systems or what?
All of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, in short, all of it. But, I need something to do. I'm going to be bored. But the main
don't want
things
the
are going to be,
well.
comms and notes. And if there's any, shipping manifests.
Oh, absolutely. Let's
Those
get
are kind of the top things.
Stuff you can spy and stuff you can steal.
Who, yeah, I was
You
gonna
have
say,
some
who did
experience.
Beowulf wander off with?
Nobody.
Oh no.
Cole has wandered off.
On their own. Oh
Yeah.
lord.
We left
Cole,
the
you
hacker bot and criminal alone.
duck into a quiet corner, pull your little cyberware visor down, which I'm assuming you have now, and are working to slice your way into the systems here. And I would like you to make me. You're going for everything. You're going for every level of access, correct?
Eventually, yes. I have like main tier is to get in, into like notes and comms.
This is separatist military encryption, which was very good at its time, and still isn't bad. But you've had experience with it, so rather than making the check easier, you will receive boosts.
Isn't, like, at this point, Imperial ISB security finally getting above what the Separatists had?
Yeah.
Because it took them a while to catch up.
Not that long. Once they literally got the Separatist codes and just copied that shit.
Yo, I guess they would have had that. Yeah, I guess, yeah. They did take over all their planets after a year or two. You're right.
Yep. In any event, can I get a... I'll use a die here. Can I get a 1 red, 2 purple, 2 blue computers check? I don't anticipate failure, giving you 5 yellows.
You gonna also use Master Slicer and reduce the difficulty, Bea?
Not for this particular test, I don't think. I mean, I certainly could.
Put it this way, this will be the first of 3. To get everything.
Only 3.
It's your call. Let's do it.
He should be thankful it's only 3.
Well, I don't have a time.
Don't you have a setback from your finger missing, by the way?
You do have a setback from your finger being currently very skeletal.
One sec here.
Hey, what's this really hot looking thing? Touch.
Why is this water bubbling and smells like chlorine? Oh, I'll stick my finger in it.
This is why the Bothan stays behind the computer terminal.
Yeah, it really is.
This is why the Bothan is supposed to listen to the fucking scout.
Yeah.
Listen to the
Bothan is trusted with computers, but never ask for their browser history.
Well,
Listen
like, did
to
you
the
complete
Duros.
Loomis, so? Like, god damn.
She's got that dog in her.
Oh god.
It's not quite
Jesus
literal, don't
fucking
worry.
Christ, that's still 5 successes.
I'm amazed at the advantages and that shit nullified itself. Okay, we've got tundra exploration music. That's a little bit intense.
It's also the wrong climate.
Yeah, I was using desert before, and that actually fit really well. So we'll go
I
back
like
to
how the
desert.
only failure came from the setback from missing a finger.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fucking annoying finger. She went to press A, and there was just nothing there. It's like, oh shit, I gotta use the other one. Yeah, you gain admin level privilege to most of the core systems. You can see the communications, you can see the active data net, you can see the security systems. You don't have access to the archives. Those appear to be locked under a higher clearance. Nor do you have access to the actual communications system, but you have access to the comm logs.
I'm gonna download basically all the comm logs.
Yeah. Just glancing through them, there has not been an active comm from this facility since the Clone Wars. And most of the final ones are what can be best described as broken, panic, and static.
And is there so notes would be in like archive, yeah?
Notes would be in archive. There's also... so... The comm system says it's offline, which, given what you saw above, isn't terribly surprising. The locked files remain the archives, the research archives, and the Intel database.
I guess that would be the next targets, because it seems like
Take a pick.
go. Let's go to the research archives.
Okay. That will be a daunting difficulty check. So let me finish. This is going to be 4 purple. In addition, you're going to get 2 setbacks here because unlike actually 3 setbacks, because unlike the other ones, this one is not encoded in BASIC. It's a language you're not fully familiar with, so you're looking at the logical layer, not the lexical layer now.
Oh god, is it a mixture of Bith and fucking binary?
It's all Bith.
Oh, that's great. You said it's not coded in fucking BASIC, and I'm just like, oh no, he coded in Bith or binary, one of the two.
It's all Bith. Binary, Cole could probably speak. I think you even have speaks binary from Modder.
Do you?
No, not currently.
Not yet, I don't think.
No,
Fucking terrible.
Setbacks.
Wait, so me and Woggy can talk about you behind your back in binary.
Now.
Noted.
Binary doesn't include that many curse words, but yes.
Tell that to R2.
R2 is a linguistic mastermind. He's making shit up.
Would this be considered?
to be fair, he invented.
Hold on. I need to hear Cole. What was that?
Would this be considered bypassing a security device?
Yes.
Oh god.
I will remove 2 of those setbacks
Okay, so 1 remains
from
the finger.
bypass security.
Yeah, I will say this: you cannot remove the finger setback.
No. So it'd still be a
remove the other
single setback then,
But
right?
you remove the
Can you
Bith
use
related one. You have an
Codebreaker?
auto. I'm going to say that you take one look at it and go, "That ain't right," and you have an auto translate program on your tablet.
Would make sense. Code breakers for communications.
Or to break codes.
Yeah. I don't think that this would qualify as that though, but
In any event, proceed.
Any language you
And
don't
there's the
speak
triumph.
code.
Oh wow, still a failure though.
Well, you do, in fact, gain access briefly, and are able to start copying data when suddenly the connection is lost. You tap the tablet again, you have no signal connecting to it. And you glance back over to it. You glance back over to where you put your slicing spike, and you see a very annoyed Bith standing there holding it up, who waggles a finger at you. No peeking.
You didn't say the magic word.
Exactly.
That would have been the funniest thing if that popped up on your fucking slicer tablet instead.
Yeah,
It was a bit
all
too
that's
bad.
on your tablet is Bith porn.
Oh no! Just terabytes of it.
Just fucking terabytes of Bith porn.
Why is there so
It
much?
was a fucking zip bomb, is what
so
it was.
So
No,
I was
it's
located or
interspecies
was
porn.
like no.
Oh,
All right, Gooners,
Oh, no.
settle down. Jesus.
You should have gone for the intel. Oh,
Don't worry about me. I'm just making it worse.
you should have gone for the intel.
He walks over.
Sucker.
He actually walks over to you and puts it down. It's like, if you wish to hear about my research, you will hear about it from me. Stop fucking with my systems. Should have known it'd be the Bothans. The
Oh, I
Bothans.
really
The only
want to
other
fuck with
species in
them,
the
I would've
galaxy that
already
commits
had it.
genocide beside humans. Of course, they're here fucking with my data. And his voice trails off.
What the hell are
walks
you
away.
talking about? There's
They are
several
the only
other
other species in the galaxy that actively commits genocide besides the Empire.
not the only one.
At this time period, yes.
Oh yeah, this time period, yeah.
Actively. That's the key phrase there. Because the
Still
Rakatans,
doing
It's
it.
more just like
the Rakatans don't
What?
count because they're all dead.
because
The Rakatans, the Death Race, the old Mando race, the Mandalorians, before they
Yeah.
were all human. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I could go on and on and on.
No,
Yes, but
let Cole have their moment, please. You guys keep talking over them.
Yeah,
Please repeat
basically,
what you were saying.
when he gives the hacking slice back to her, she's just like, what? And then he walks away again, and she's just like, what just happened? Is there thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little baffled. I would encourage you not to put that back on again. They won't be polite the second time.
Being awestruck
Yes?
out that fast, she's gonna go and find some. Perhaps got a hand tank of Bactids she can peel her hand with.
As you go off looking for them for such a environment, you do stumble into what appears to be either a surgical recovery ward or a medical bay, but is currently serving as medical. You see several injured clones, including Alpha, lying on. But as you walk into this room, it's remarkably clean compared to the very dingy cavern you were just in. This one appears to be actually set up like a hospital. The smell of antiseptic is strong. The floor is clean and polished. And a 2B series medical droid glances up at you and says, "Do you require treatment?"
Holds up the hand.
The head remains facing you while the whole body spins around to face you. It takes 3 long steps over and looks at you. Sit in bed 4. We will be with you shortly.
Fantastic.
And just stands there staring at you until you
going.
move. Yeah. And I will say the rest of you who are seeking medical
go.
attention have found it in the same room, and you see Cole come wandering back in. And notably, Alpha, you're in bed 3. Lyra, I think you were also going for medical attention, or who else was going
I'm
here?
coming to help out with treating.
Yeah.
Miles also went to medical, but also he's looking for calf. Due to so much,
He's just wandering the halls going, coffee.
He wants to get rid of that strain somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Weakling.
Cole's got a shit ton of strain too, if I recall.
We'll say as
I'm
Cole
over
walks into the
50%
room,
strain, so.
I'll say, yeah, I will say, as Cole, you walk into the room and lay down, it's a surprisingly comfortable bed. You find yourself nodding off a little bit before you're treated to the painful sensation of a droid grabbing your wrist and beginning to work on your hands, though thankfully, analgesic is applied very shortly thereafter. And Lyra, as you kind of glance over from Alpha, who you're currently helping another droid stitch a rather large wound on, you see Cole. I had this mental image. I want to run by you if we can go there. Small child getting a shot they don't want.
I was thinking where she's being held by her scruff.
You can be fine.
Just no.
Yeah, a growing number of medical droids begin arriving to start holding down additional limbs one by one. Which has got to be kind of terrifying, having all the machines grab you.
Especially being a slicer, that's just kind of ironic.
You deserve it.
Given what just happened, I don't know. If it's ironic, prophetic.
Oh, we lost someone
my
from the
internet
game.
Momentarily decided to say no.
Oh, perfect timing. Did you hear what I had said?
I heard small, and then my internet stopped.
Saying, as you're being worked on and they're trying to give you injection, I said small child getting a shot they don't want.
You're basically being held by the scruff.
That would
The
basically check out.
Yeah, the
No,
droids
you
are like,
Yeah.
holding you the fuck down. Like, no,
You-
please, no.
Okay. Cade and Tarnus, as you are walking towards the rear of the facility, you hear the sounds of a distressed small animal? You're not really sure, but you continue on. It's echoing through the base as the Bothan, in their native tongue, is held down by several medical droids, and I'm
Bothany.
assuming very shortly they're after
Bothine or whatever the fuck.
We hear the Bothan screaming in Bothawi?
It's
Oh,
just
God.
it's like whining of a dog.
It sounds somewhere between a puppy and a sick
Despite
horse.
the fact that she has been shot multiple times, uses Stimpaks, she does not like droids and needles. Working on
There is
it.
history there. There has to be.
What is this guy keeping down here?
Black market droids are not as good as regular medical droids.
These are
Wait. Can TARDIS roll
yes.
perception to try and see if he recognizes that fucking noise?
Yes, it's going to be hard because you're not familiar with it specifically, but you're going to get a boost for it because you're familiar with the person making the noise.
Oh my god.
Oh god, hold on, let me double check to make sure I don't have any bonuses for this shit.
For hearing Bothans?
No, for just perception checks.
You have your canine with you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true.
Christ.
I have.
I'll allow your droid to give you a boost on this.
Okay. All right. And away we go.
Those are very
Wow.
helpful boosts, weren't they?
All threats.
You've spent enough time around the galaxy that you've picked up a lot of basic phrases, mostly curse words, in a variety of languages.
I've been sworn at a lot, so yeah.
And you
I
think
wonder
for
why.
a second you hear a Bothan word that can best be described as,
Flanker?
no, it's something like a sexual act with a machine, like in a very derogatory way.
Oh,
It's a
God.
slur, certainly. And you're like,
It's a slur, certainly. The way
like-
you fucking said it, dude.
and you just like, for a second you go, that's gotta be her.
I look back at Cade. I think Cole is either getting medical treatment or being. I don't want to even imagine the rest.
Well, let's hope it's not the latter. And
There's some colorful language going on. That's all I'll say. Let's continue.
I will say, you're looking, as you hear this, some of the other clones are looking around like, what the fuck? like, what's going on? Anyway, you put yourself in what was clearly a droid storage bay at one point, which, if you remember the MTT racks, imagine one of those on either side of the room, full of B1 droids, only most of the droids are gone.
Oh,
There's a handful left over, probably a dozen or so, across both sides. And then there's another room beyond it. In the room, you actually find an old TC series protocol droid currently typing away to console. Goes, can I help you? Oh, hang on, I can do Anthony Daniels. Can I help you? We'll go for it.
we were told that there's some droids that need work, and we're relatively proficient at it.
Oh, wonderful. I have these ones handled. If you go into the next room, there's an active B2 that is convinced that it is on Fondor.
What?
Not aggressive, has been disarmed, but needs therapy.
Tarnus looks at him. What happened on Fondor?
I have no clue. It was never there based on records.
Oh dear. I look over at Cade. Do you think you can, restrain a B2?
I can try.
I could
That's the
potentially.
only appropriate answer there. Besides, no.
We both speak binary, so we might be able to calm him down, but.
You're not physically strong enough.
Yeah, no, you can't physically restrain that thing.
Well, let's give it a try.
Walking into the next room, you see it is a fucking mess in here. What was once an orderly storage room with several racks for charging droids has been like a full-on bull in a china shop. Just everything is on the floor, scattered about, and there's a armless B2 wandering about, screeching in binary and bumping into walls.
Oh dear lord.
Screaming something about the Maker, disassembly, and Womp Rats?
What?
And we're going to close that scene. You two are going to deal with that for the next hour.
Fuck it. Wait. Do I get any rolls for this? Because, like, what is wrong?
What would you like to roll?
Yeah, I need to know what's wrong with this damn thing first. Is it like its processor is fried or
Tell you
what?
Give me a computers or mechanics roll. It'll be an easier computers check than mechanics to see if you can figure it out.
Okay. Guess I'll go computers.
Convince it to lie down, I'll open it up.
Just one way or the other, yeah. Someone's gonna fucking do this. Alright. What have I determined is wrong with him?
You can only think of two things that would cause this in a droid. The first, it's been on since the Clone Wars, isolated,
Oh, Lord.
and at one point attacked by a Womp Rat.
Oh,
The second, it has a virus of some kind.
Let's hope it's the
The
latter.
second strikes you as somewhat more likely.
We're gonna be recoding this thing for a while. More than likely, it's got a virus in its processor. Alright, now you can close. Yeah, now you can close the scene, because, yeah, us recoding that thing is just time.
It's just repeating the rubber room with rats thing, basically.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Crazy.
Except it's Womp Rats.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
There's just more syllables, that's all.
They locked me in a room.
Only it's coming
Rubber
across as just a binary
Rubber
screech,
room.
so it actually sounds like the automatons from
Rats
Helldivers.
made me crazy.
Oh, God, so it's saying it so fast that it just comes out as a screech. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's you get Cade.
Oh, Lord.
As you begin the process of working on this droid, mostly by first cornering it in the room and convincing it you are in fact not a Womp Rat.
We also have HK like standing by just in case we need to pin the damn thing.
Yeah, HK is standing there, holding his arms behind his back, like vibro knuckles on and ready. You recall that back during the Clone Wars, some of the more technically inclined clones made a game out of creating viruses to mess with droids and attempt to release them on the lines. And you get a distinct impression one of the clones here did this. But that is all. As we move on to find Malice, who I believe you said you were just wandering about.
Yep.
Is there anything you were looking for?
Besides where the commissary is, there's not anything in particular.
You do eventually find the kind of improvised cantina here. It's not... That's a very generous term. You find where a basic cooking setup has been installed and rations are being heated up in a very austere manner. But they do have calf. Looking at the packaging, it is old Clone Wars era CIS pre-packed calf. So it's basically military instant coffee.
Mm-hmm.
For an army that barely had real people at all.
It was basically for the commanders and the militias, essentially.
Yep. But right now, it's about the nicest thing you've had in years.
Yep. Better than nothing.
As you go and sit down with your cup of coffee, your eyes are drawn to a pair of clones
who seem to be paying quite a bit of attention to you. They're seated at another kind of improvised table. What you're actually sitting on is just a box that's in front of some boxes that have a old, likely broken view screen that has been placed upside down on it to form a flat surface.
Okay.
The other one, it's the lid to a crate that's been kind of like two of them been tack welded together and just placed on top. Very improvised. You see a pair of clones sitting there with gray marked armor. Seem to be glancing at you periodically. Not quite with full recognition, but a sense of
Familiarity.
intrigue and familiarity, yes.
Mouse notices that. Gets up from where he was sitting and walks over to the clones. Mind if I sit?
I suppose. Sorry, you just look like someone we knew.
Oh?
I don't want to get into it. Died during the Clone Wars. An old friend, I guess. Didn't really know him well myself, but...
I knew a lot of friends during the Clone Wars as well. 104th?
Yeah. Don't forget being part of the Wolf Pack.
No, you cannot.
This is just this very awkward silence as they're not quite sure how to feel about this situation.
An old friend once told his own troops, when they once told him that they were expendable. To him, they were never expendable.
He
was a good master.
He was. Sorry, didn't. I'm sorry, Commander. And one of them actually just gets up and walks away.
No, sit, please.
He gets a few steps between pauses and says,
You do not need to apologize to me. What happened in the past has happened.
Sir, I was there that day. I can't have this conversation with you. It's not one I'm ready for. But I'm glad to see you're alive. You were, we were looking for you for a while, but when we'd heard you took one of the Alpha class with you, we knew we weren't going to find you.
During that era, it was best that no one found me, but Force always has plans for us.
Yeah.
But it was good to see
Not
you
sure.
boys alive.
Thank you. Though, Force may have a plan, but I'm not convinced it ever asked for our input. Sir. And the one turns to walk away, the other just looks down. It's like, I was wounded on Felucia, I wasn't there. But I remember Master Plo. I remember the General.
When I have a handful of Jedi generals that cared about their clones.
We always knew we were lucky for being signed there. I mean, short of being in the 212th. Well, I wouldn't want to be in the 501st. Their casualty rate was atrocious. 212th. There's a reason you see so many of them around here. It's not just because of the commander.
Oh,
They had pretty good odds.
Obi-Wan made sure that they survived.
Never met General Kenobi myself, but did meet General Skywalker.
I met Kenobi in passing.
Actually, you did. Forgive me if this is a bit of a awkward encounter.
Do not forgive, or I was looking for some calf after a battle we've had against the
Right now, I'd be looking for some
clones.
Certainly been fighting plenty of those, but their numbers are getting weaker. There aren't as many as there were before. They used to come at us in waves. So I got the memorial set up. Lost too many brothers to that. But if there's a hope that we can actually live real lives again, stop falling apart, it's worth it.
I hope it is also true.
Good to see more of your kind, too. I was on Kadavo. The General Skywalker and Commander Tano. There was a whole bunch of Chagrudas who were captured by slavers.
I remember
Got the impression you were a kind of rare species these days. Funny. 2 Jedi apprentices at the same time, same species. Wouldn't be weird if they were anyone else, I guess.
No, but the Force is always planning for something. Always
Well,
making
maybe
sure.
you showing up here.
Go ahead, Trooper.
No, I don't want to interrupt you, General.
As I do not deserve to be called Commander or even General. Not after.
That's not
Clone
going to
Wars.
change, I'm afraid.
I know
When
it's
it's programmed into you, you can't get away from it.
not. No.
We're just going to let that conversation fade out. Who hasn't had something happen in a minute?
I think it's back to Lyra and Alpha.
Well, Lyra and Alpha are currently in medical. Alpha, you've been removed from your armor and are getting a plethora of wounds tended.
Sorry, I was catching up on a reel. You said something wound?
You're currently in medical. You've had your armor taken off.
I heard everything but the last 2 words you said.
I didn't really say anything more. You're currently being tended. If there's anything you'd like to talk about, anything you'd like to do.
How are we gonna do that? Am I just gonna magically heal, basically, or?
You're gonna get that started, but it is a slow process to heal in this game. Speaking of this game and healing, let's take a 5-minute bio here. We get to the next stage of things.
Alright.
Yo, sounds good. I'm
just gonna throw on random Star Wars credits music for 5 minutes.
Yep.
How's everybody doing?
Good. I'm gonna go do a little gardening real quick.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I'm just looking over the doctor tree that I'm going to spec into.
Is it good?
I think it'll be handy. It's definitely going to increase my strain by a lot and my wounds by a lot. I'll be able to get up to 28 wounds and 16 strain. No, wait, 1, 2, 3.
Bucket lord.
Yeah,
Wait, only 16 strain?
16 strain, but a lot more wounds than you can have.
I'm surprised you have. Wait, how much strain do you have currently?
13.
What the fuck?
Well, I have one of my trees is custom, and it's only got grit on there once. And then the tactician tree doesn't have grit at all.
That's fine. Yeah, both my trees have grit.
What's nice about the doctor tree is supreme stem application, but also just improved stem application. So when performing the stem application action, I increase the difficulty to a hard, and you only suffer 1 strain. What it does is it lets one engaged ally increase a characteristic for the rest of the encounter.
Mm.
And the supreme version is, if I get a triumph on the medicine roll for it, you can increase it by an additional point. If I get 2, so basically, if you have a willpower of 2, I could increase it by 3, or higher, for an entire encounter.
That's pretty wild.
That's nice.
But also, anytime any of you heal, like with Bacter or something, you heal faster. Anytime I do a regular medicine check, you also heal more. Grit recovers faster. I increase my dodge again. The only reason I haven't used stem application, because I have it now on you guys, is because you suffer a lot of strain.
I have 15 points.
I don't know what
17.
else I can increase on you. I guess I could make your brawn better. But it's 4 strain, just to have that for an encounter.
For who?
Well, I mean, any of you. You take 4 strain, but with the way I have it now,
Mhm.
and increase 1 characteristic.
Any characteristic?
Yep.
You should really start doing that more.
Tell me you want it. I'm not gonna just hit somebody and go, "Hey, you have 4 strain now." Especially after this last fight, when you were all like almost maxed out on strain.
Oh, I wasn't even close.
Well, you weren't. Everybody else was not having a good time.
I was 75%, but I also forgot some skills.
I was gonna say, Gremlin over there doesn't pay attention sometimes.
Bro,
He's got a
I have
lot
to
of
scroll.
active abilities. Yeah, I have 2 as well.
I
I have
I have to
9
scroll.
active abilities.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I have 7.
And then I have 12 passives.
I only have
6, 7,
pack
8,
So do I.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 passives, 1 innate ability, and my signature ability.
I forgot you have a signature ability.
Yeah.
He's maxed out his trees. That's where all his XP's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't-
Y'all are over here like, oh, why are your rolls so bad? Because I put my shit into other shit. So I could do stuff.
Yeah, signature abilities would be nice, but
They're too
I love-
expensive. I'm just gonna
I
get
love-
a 3rd spec.
What do you mean too expensive?
Yeah, why not get a
if you
fourth?
finish
They're
a
okay.
tree, the deal is if you
The
finish
rest of
a
the stuff
tree,
on
he
my
will
tree
give it
is
to
not
you
very good.
for free.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff on
And-
my tree is kind of fucking useless.
The line you want to get to.
I mean, parts of my scout tree were not great.
I need to get a couple things of grit. That's all I have left in my slicer tree.
You kind of need it.
I mean, in the last encounter, I forgot I have resolve, so
Oh,
I forego where I have resolve.
My
I guess I
problem
could pick up rapid recovery.
So
My problem
This is the first day, guys. You gotta read your
Smaller.
fucking abilities. You got so much cool shit. Read it.
But we're talking
My
about
problem is I have to like actually, you know, have enough dice roll a specific thing to be able to activate half of my abilities.
Alright.
It begins with seal
Because
installation.
yeah, disorient, one of my combat abilities. I need to spend 2 advantages to disorient a foe.
I feel like advantages are not rolled often enough, or when they are, they keep getting canceled out.
Unless
very
you're fucking Woggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? The record's 12 advantages in one
Yeah.
roll?
The bad part is I have to hit.
Skip over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of my advantages on my computer's check completely were nullified.
Yeah. Don't need to use Familiar Sons this session, so I'll hold off. Or at least not yet.
Actually, 5 of my advantages were nullified.
If we don't leave the facility this session, then yeah, I won't need it. But
Oh,
You
you,
know,
guys are leaving the section. We're about to wrap it up here.
Okay.
luckily,
Are we gonna
we
go to
have
the next,
some-
or are we just gonna quit for the night?
No, we've got more to do. We have more to do.
Mhm.
I really
We have to-
don't
we have
want to
to-
be in water.
we have to figure out how we're going to get down there.
I
Once
know.
we
how
get
you're going down
signal,
there. You'll
yeah.
like the deep cut.
Oh god. I was just gonna call
Oh dear.
fucking higher rebellion, higher command, and
Yes.
see if we can borrow Mon Calamaran ships.
Yes, and you'll
Tiny
get someone. You'll get something and someone interesting with that.
Nani?
Is it Admiral Akbar?
No,
That would
he's-
not happen.
he is a slave of Tarkin specifically.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, he's
No,
currently still.
I pulled another Mon Cala from Legends.
You knew exactly what I was gonna do.
You can't give us Radis. He's too.
I
Over.
said Legends.
Admiral, let's fucking send it, Radis.
I love Raditz.
Exactly. And he was in
Sucks that he
Legends.
died.
No, he wasn't.
I swore he was.
No,
He was
he's
only in Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah. Anyway,
In any events, you all are invited to stay the night here.
I don't
And-
think Woggy's back.
Oh, he's still gardening.
Yeah.
Relaxing melody then.
Hockey, are you here?
Yep.
Okay. Tristan?
I'm here.
Okay, it's just Woggy then. Do I need to text him? Just text him, hey, your 5 minutes are up.
your 5-minute smoke break is over.
You're right.
Your 5 minutes are up.
There he is.
This one. I can't.
Wait, did I just find an actual sheet of Rebel High Command?
I
I
heard
did.
Woggy roll and while I was outside, and I got a little worried.
2.5
No, you're fine.
You can finish your joint, man. We're all right.
others.
Oh no, it's gone.
3/4 is split.
It's good. Was it thrown or was it finished?
It was finished.
3
And then thrown.
you guys but together.
No. We don't throw them away. We properly dispose of them in the ashtray.
3/4 is
Wonderful.
gonna split a 2x12.
All right. Someone's listening to a YouTube video that I am hearing.
Listen, this
Okay.
this is why you get a vape.
But it's so much nicer to smoke bud.
Eh.
That's why I recently bought.
Oh,
a
you're-
new
you're-
dry herb
you're-
I
vaporizer.
like
would
an
probably
adult.
agree with you.
Yeah, that's why I bought a new dry herb vaporizer because my old one I'd lost at some point, and this one is so much nicer. Because I can smoke
it's
actual
my-
bud, and I can just do it out my door.
It's my same stance on like, why don't you just like vape nicotine? Is like, well, if I wanted the nicotine, I'd just smoke a cigarette like an adult.
I smoked cigarettes for 4 years, vape for 10 total. There was overlap. I quit all nicotine last November, so.
A lot of the guys I know use vaping to try and
It can help you quit.
wean themselves off of
A
it.
lot of times it becomes a crutch, and then that's just what you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, DM, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
If it's an active ability, and it doesn't stack, but it's in another tree and I have it, can we just skip it in the tree, or do you have to spend the XP to get an ability you already have? And that gives
We
you
can talk about putting something else in its place.
Okay.
So it's not wasted, but it is still part of progression. So we'll just put something else there.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Alright, we're ready.
All right. You're offered the opportunity to stay the night here, and given your current condition and the amount of strain, all of you are indeed due for a good night's sleep. You're offered up some...
I'm okay with that. I won't sleep.
You won't sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay and tend to the clones that are still pretty fucked up. I'm trying to
Looking
learn
over
more about doctory stuff.
Okay.
They're using it as the learning experience.
Okay. I will say you might have some... There will be side effects for not sleeping through the night.
Okay.
Just because you're not supposed to spend the night staying awake. You will not recover any strain, and in fact will gain strain. But if you'd like to stay up later to work, that's totally fine. If you'd like to stay up the whole night, that's a different matter.
Will there be payoffs if I do and take the strain?
I guess we can do that. It's not of paramount importance either way.
Okay.
If for role-playing purposes you'd like to do it, you can do it. But what I think we'll say is you spend the next couple of hours tending to the clones and also picking the brain of the few clone medics who are on hand, and keeping Alpha company to some extent, as the near enough to full body back-to-patch treatment has left him more or less immobilized and feeling very cold.
No, there were back to pads that big. I need some of those.
Not so much that they're all that big, it's that there's about 20 of them on him.
Jesus Christ, never mind.
You know the standard size, like 6 or 8 inches. Really?
Yeah, I have 5 of those on me. The Med-Aid pouches.
Yeah, imagine 20 all over his entire
Jesus
torso and limbs.
Christ.
He got fucked up, guys, and they don't have a full back to tank here. Cade, how badly wounded are you?
I used a stim pack to heal, but I'm still at half of my wound threshold.
Okay, you're sleeping in medical too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably should have said that, Woggy, because he would not have given you the wounds back.
No, that's fine. I was interested in, droid stuff.
I will say, after the next couple of hours, you are in fact able to convince the droid to let you work on it, and you do in fact find that it has been infected with the virus from the charging port. Someone's put some little piece of kit there, and you are thankfully able to neutralize that threat before additional droids are infected. The droid, however, does not know where its arms went, and neither does the protocol droid.
How do you lose arms for a B2?
I don't have inventory here, sir.
Okay, I guess have him mill about in here for now, since he can't exactly do anything without arms.
Do you have any B1 arms?
I look over at Cade.
That
would
would be
suggesting
disgusting.
we give him that.
I mean, we could at least give him, something in the meantime. Make him somewhat useful.
Unfortunately, they're not very compatible hardware. They have to be around here somewhere. likely in the other storage room. For now, I will order him to go to the charger and shut down.
Other storage room?
No, the one behind. You saw how much of a mess he made in there.
Yes. Cade, you still have wounds. Go get patched up. I guess I'll go digging around through the storage room, see if I can't find these parts.
Oh, well, I guess that's probably the smart decision.
Alright, give me a vigilance, or no, not vigilance, perception check to as you search through this room to see what you find. Let's make it a hard check, so just 3 purple, and we shall just see what you get. Nothing. You
The debate is strong to reroll. I have.
You have the ability?
I have a once per game. I don't really feel like it's necessary to do it here, though.
You might find something.
Fine. Same difficulty?
Yeah.
Come on. Of course.
Unfortunately, that is not helpful. Yeah. The room has been turned over, and so you are unfortunately unable to locate anything particularly valuable in it. But as the weight of the day lays heavily upon you, you find yourself moving towards a very small side room on the far side of Cole and Malice. You're all in separate little side rooms. What was once a single side chamber was basically divided into 3 separate storage rooms, and walking inside, these quarters are offered to you in this remnant of the old war are not really comfortable. Heck, they're Spartan even by military standards, but there's a mattress and a little private space for you at least. Enough to sleep in, if nothing else.
So one by one. It would remind Tarnus of the old days.
Yeah. A little bit worse.
He slept on the ground before. Or in his ship.
Yes, but on your ship you had a bunk.
I'm talking about in the fighter.
Oh, yeah, that's that, and it is better than that.
Do remember my backstory. I was a dedicated scout. I often did long patrols.
The fact that you did it in a starfighter is ridiculous. One by one, everyone eventually nods off. Save for you, Malice.
Alright.
Tonight, sleep doesn't seem forthcoming. Your mind keeps going back over the events of the past, almost 2 years now, since you started this journey. How far you've come. How much stronger you've become. The things you've learned, the powers you've gained, and the failures too. The faces of the dead, the lives lost, and Trala. Bandamir. Telith. What was your fucking base? Tareth.
Yep.
No, hang on, that's another planet.
Tandoon.
Tandoon, yeah, sorry. Tareth is a planet that is an entirely different planet. The choices seemed easier at the time than they do now in hindsight. But every time your thoughts drift somewhere else, they always seem to circle back to what you found on Haven's Shroud. That little crystal pyramid that's sitting somewhere in your pack. It's been following you around this whole time. Well, not so much somewhere. You know exactly where it is. You always do. You tried leaving it behind before. A dozen times at least. Cargo holds, old lockers, abandoned crates. Heck, you once even threw it into the garbage that was meant to be dumped before a jump, but every single time it somehow found its way back to you. At least that's how it's always felt. It's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you stopped paying much heed to it. Consciously avoided looking at it even. Gave it its own pocket in your pack and have left it there. It's probably been at least a month since you last willingly set eyes upon it. But tonight, something feels wrong. That shadow that you've been carrying around at the edge of your thoughts all this time doesn't feel quite the same anymore. That presence that you've been telling yourself isn't there, that you're imagining, is growing fainter, quieter. You find yourself standing out of bed and reaching into your bag for the holocron almost absent-mindedly, not quite remembering deciding to do either action. But when you finally pull it free, you immediately realize something is different. What was once an ornate, deep red crystal lined with intricate gold now looks as though the life's been drained from it. The gold is tarnished? Gold ought never do that. As though countless centuries have passed in a matter of months, and even the metal itself has lost its luster. Hairline cracks run through the crystal walls that once seemed flawless. The black gemstone affixed to its peak is no longer pure black, but pale and translucent gray like smoky quartz. And the rich crimson glow that once filled the pyramid is little more than a flickering ember now. A weak, sputtering light surrounded by cold, dark crystal. Like a single candle in a dark room about to run out of wax. You stare at it for a long moment, as that little flame flickers weaker and weaker. The room around you illuminated only by that dim red glow dancing across your hands. For just a moment, it steadies, and suddenly it flares brightly. One last desperate burst of crimson light fills the room, bright enough for you to actually see your surroundings, and then dies as fast as it came. Darkness crashes down around you, not ordinary darkness. Complete darkness. Absolute silence follows with it. The low hum of machinery, the distant sounds of voices vanish. Even the feeling of the air itself seems absent for one horrible moment. And in that impossible silence, you realize something else. For the first time since Dromund Kaas, that presence has been peeking around in the back of your mind is gone. Then a voice speaks behind you. Calm, measured, familiar but different. It's been a while, Melis. When you turn around, he is standing there. Not as you remember him. Not the older, gray-haired, shadowed figure you glimpsed in visions, reflections that taught you this lightsaber that you saw when you first opened the holocron, no. He's younger, much younger. Tall and lean, beneath black armor that carries echoes of the ancient Sith battle plate, but without quite matching anything you've seen before. A double-bladed lightsaber hangs at his left hip, while a second single blade is affixed to his right thigh. Three eyes study you calmly in the darkness, seeming to emit their own light, but you know that's not true.
Yep.
Two a piercing blue, third set high in his forehead, glowing faint amber yellow. And for the first time since all this began, He doesn't look like a ghost. He looks real. His eyes drift down towards the dead holocron in your hands. A pity, he says quietly after a moment. It was an exquisite piece of work, but weep not for the tool that has done its work.
So what did you do?
It's not so much what I did. Well, not to me specifically, anyway.
Miles just looks at him, studying him.
Alright, I'll bite. When the old man knew he was dying, he decided he wanted to live on in a new age, in a different way. You see, Millennial had learned a great many things that most of the Sith had forgotten, including a little-known power called Essence Transfer. But that didn't work for him, no. To take over someone else? That's hardly interesting. And then you're stuck in their body, their limitations, their limited existence. And in time, you'd become as much a part of them as you were of yourself. And you could lose yourself in that. But not in the way he felt was right. Not in the way the fates said was right. And so, the old man built a contingency before he left. A holocron. A machine. A vessel. One meant to find its way into the hands of someone worthy. To offer to share what knowledge he had. Someone willing and understanding to become part of something greater.
I see.
Not yet, you don't. But you will. We will.
We? Mal says, tilting his head a little.
He mirrors the gesture. But delayed, it's not instant. I am not the Darth Millennial that died a millennia ago. I am born anew. As much a part of you as you are of me. There will come a time when he takes a step towards you. Not threatening, just calm, measured. There will come a time when the line between us no longer exists. And then we will do great things, Malistaire. But until then, you should rest. And sleep overtakes you. Cole, I'm finding it hard to sleep. Or maybe you were asleep? You wake up, or perhaps you never fell asleep. It's one of those times where it's hard to keep track of time. This happens to you sometimes. You can get engrossed in your work. As you look down at the data pad held in your hand, not really familiar with what the image was. You only just finished scrubbing the device of what the Bith's security system had stuck on it. For a brief moment, a sense of unease and curiosity in equal measures washes over you. And you find yourself and your attention drawn to the wall to the left side of you. In the room Malice was staying in. And just like that, it's gone. And you look back at your tablet, and your thoughts drift elsewhere.
Must be that Force user again.
It's hard to tell when morning truly comes when you're underground, but the increase in activity outside rouses you all from your slumber. Those of you who only have strain can heal all of your strain. Those of you who have wounds can heal 4 wounds.
And if we have both?
You heal all strain and 4 wounds.
Yep, about 26.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. DM, would I happen to find one of these? I'm going to send it to you in a message. In the medical bay? This Pikachu!
Apparently, we've been friends on Discord for 3 years, because we also just got a celebrate your friendship anniversary thing.
The timing of that.
It's perfect. And then who's that? Come on!
But would I be able to find one of those?
Maybe not in its entirety, but certainly the equipment to make one, so yes.
I'll roll a hard medicine check. That's how you make a healer's kit.
Yeah, you know what? Let's say a physician's kit is a step above a healer's kit, so let's make it a daunting. You can use a light side if you want to boost your ability.
Yeah, I was gonna use the light side point. We've got 6 of them. We might as well use them. Is that just upgrading this ability?
Yeah, it's just going to upgrade your ability, yes.
It's just adding a green. Hold on, let me check and see if I got anything else. Well,
straw, and that's my ultimate chocolate.
you know what? It's the first time using it. I'm gonna use a stim application. I'm gonna take 4 strain, and I'm gonna increase my intellect.
To make this. This is
Okay.
Let's crack up.
I can't do that temporarily, so I'll just say I added an extra green.
Add it, and yeah, so it's going to... Well, what's your current dice roll?
It's 3 yellows, remove a setback, so between using a light side point, using stim ability, it's gonna be 4 yellows.
Let me take a peek at you. Because I think it might be... So your intellect is 3, and you have 3 medicine, so yeah, it's gonna be 4 yellows.
Yeah, I can count.
I just wanted to verify.
You've got to be shitting me.
Some more.
Wait, do I have a thing where I can reroll a medicine check, or is that on doctor only?
Straw, that's
I
my
think that's
ultimate.
on doctor only, unfortunately.
Okay.
You're able to gather up most of what you need for it, but as you're looking over...
I mean, I've got my own stuff I could add to it.
Yeah, I think...
Because I'll use, half my attack.
Yeah, I'll say that you can cobble something together. It's okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to spin the med packs because it reduces my encumbrance by 1 and then increases it by 2.
I think that in this case, it's going to use 2 of those med aid patches, and the emergency med pack to create it.
That's fine. Do you want me to just write? Oh, you have that ready. Okay.
I opened the thing, so
I didn't think it'd actually be in there.
I'll all the basic gears in there. Here, let me upgrade the description so that says what it is. There you go. It's even got links to the wiki.
Because this thing is actually pretty handy.
Nice. I think so too. How you doing there, Malice?
I'm good.
He's vibing.
I'm only at 2 wounds now.
I was speaking a little more generally, but yeah, good to hear.
Like,
we'll talk about that after session, I guess.
Or do you mean?
Can I finish fixing him up real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make the medical check for that.
I say
for the what the fuck moment with the younger millennial. Malice is a little confused and also concerned.
Oh yeah, I have his picture somewhere.
Let's see, and there's no penalty. Create a boost dice to all medicine checks. These kids at an automatic advantage to successful medicine checks. Okay. Come on. 2 successes. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're back to 0 wounds.
Awesome. Wonderfully done. And yeah,
For who?
You.
Okay.
And then Malice, I will send you our Tristan. Same shit.
What's good old Alpha looking like?
Yeah, is he
19 wounds.
Out of how many?
21.
21.
21.
So you dropped 4 of those, so you're at 15 wounds still. Good lord, man.
We haven't gone over.
So that's after
actually the med bay.
That's after I dropped it.
Oh. Well, yeah. Him and Cade were in the med bay, so they should have more healed.
Yeah.
Why is it concerning Tristan? Because he's hot?
What?
Don't worry.
Oh no.
They're talking about you behind
he's
your
hot.
Oh no, he's hot.
Because ChatGPT can't make ugly people, and I didn't bother telling it to try. I'll put it in the channel chat if anyone wants to see the picture I just sent to him of what he saw in that room.
Oh no, he's hot. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, that CGI is still better than the Doctor Strange into the movie.
I know.
Why is it
Which
a
is
yellow
sad.
eye? Why doesn't it match?
Because that's the way it was. It actually
also
was like a different colored eye.
He's a mutant too.
He is a mutant, which is why he has the eyes. But they were once all blue. He is also not quite what was a Sith.
Yeah.
Does he have a white saber?
Yes, he's got 2 lightsabers.
No, white.
Oh,
White,
no. It is red.
Okay, so he hasn't brought it back.
He is a dark sider, but he is not a Sith per se.
He's not a true Sith, essentially.
And now he is one with Malice. Well, starting to be. And we're gonna have some fun.
Gonna increase his force rating later.
Potentially, that could be a side effect.
He'll still roll mostly fucking dark side points, though. To be fair.
Exactly. Why do you think that's
Yeah.
been happening? It's like the game knew.
No, you knew. Well, yeah, the game knew. I was like, say you don't weight those dice as much as you want to.
I've made multiple points of that. Like, it would be so funny if I could, but I can't.
It would be so fucking mean.
Yeah, exactly. I probably wouldn't do it, except in this case, because it's funny. I wouldn't do it with anything else, but for him in this role, it makes too much character sense.
Yep.
You might gain an ability where one dies. You always have one dark side force die at all times.
In order to tempt you into the dark side? That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah. But we will get to that later. For now, you wake up to the base being a buzz of activity. You realize that this is only part of a facility that goes much deeper. And you see a veritable legion of... By the time you've been here, you've counted about 80 clones. Between the guards, between those you've seen inside, between those milling about. It seems to be a pretty sizable group. As well as another 30 or 40 battle droids. All of which carrying equipment and making their way down further into the facility. Soon thereafter, you see the familiar blue-skinned Syrah walking next to both the Bith, Tennu, and Davijin, or Oddball. They'll kind of glance over to you, and Davijin gestures you all over. Looking over at Alf, he goes, "Seems you still need some rest there, soldier. You got medical care back home?" Well,
Be all
he'd
right with
better.
that.
Otherwise, it's going to be quite difficult to set up a new facility. And there was implication that this Venator was intact, no?
For the most part, it's a work in progress. Parts are a little hard to find these days.
What was that about a Venator? You hear Syrah say?
I'm gonna breathe very deeply and sigh.
Shut your mouths.
He already said it out loud after we told him not to.
Oh.
I really want to go full Death Watch on him right now. Can I do it, guys?
No.
No.
God damn it! He deserves it!
We
He
need
does.
him.
But we need him.
Fine.
The
No,
bot
the
needs
one
his
that
finger
you
back.
could go Death Watch on is the fucking consortium member.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking
Yes.
about it.
It's one of those. If she
I could
never
always
makes it,
use.
if she never makes it back alive, it wasn't our fault.
Just make sure I get
Yeah,
the keys to her ship.
I think it's going to be quite hard
Motherfucker.
for us to make her disappear, guys.
I know. That's why we're not gonna do it.
As these thoughts are running through you all, Syrah kind of looks over you and is like, wow. So much tension. I'm impressed you're that concerned about it. I don't care about what ships you have. Also, you mentioned you had a Venator shortly after we met.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't. Oh
You
god.
did.
I don't think
you
we
told
did.
you
No.
did tell her.
We hinted that we had a bigger ship, a capital ship. We never said
Yeah,
what
we
it
didn't
was.
tell her what it was.
I'd be mistaken. I could have sworn.
No.
I don't think we told her.
Stop cheating.
I think
in
we
any
alluded
event.
to having a capital ship, but
Yeah. She's clever. 5 intelligence goes far. In any event, look, you did fulfill your end of the bargain to the consortium. We don't have any further business unless you would like there to be further business. And believe me, you're good business to have around. Any rebel group that fights the Empire means the Empire loses control of their surrounding territory, means they have to divert forces away from areas we can then move into. It's to my benefit that you, well, maybe not succeed, but at least give a good show of it. So why should I bother being against you? Please.
I hate that she's speaking logic.
If that's the case, would you happen to have any blueprints for that Y-wing of yours? We could really use some for our troops.
I don't have any blueprints, but I can tell you where I got it.
I'm gonna turn towards Cade.
I have no helmet, so my face would immediately be like, huh.
You look over and he really has puppy eyes.
His jaw's probably dropped too, so I'm just gonna lift my hand up and close his jaw for him.
She reaches down to that kind of same portable computer she's had this whole time, the one that's like mounted on her wrist. Taps a few buttons, looks up. Don't worry. Pulls out a data card. These are the coordinates where I initially recovered it. It's technically a junkyard world at this point, but it did used to belong to the Cohenseer Corporation before they were more or less forced out of the consumer market. They still make parts, of course, but not so much starfighters anymore. Used to be a major Y-Wing development hub. It's also where they worked on the H-Wing, the M-Wing, and a couple other unique craft. Go poking around. Might be valuable still. If the Empire hasn't decided to weasel their own way in.
Very much appreciated.
Yeah, and I'll give you info on that planet later, because I don't have the note on which one that was on
Yeah,
hand.
that's fine. Did you expect us to ask that now?
No,
Haha.
but it's
I'm
not
a
about
leader.
that. You are a leader. I did a thing.
You're the face. You're supposed to do the thing.
Hey,
As
I'm supposed to get your grunts.
As for our agreement, Savagen, I think we've reached the accord required. I will tell you where the charges are placed in town, and will also call off the response as soon as we have signal. Appreciated. Yeah, you wonder what she was off to in town when she
Yeah,
disappeared.
TARDIS kind of slowly turns it back towards her and looks at.
also looks at her too.
That's why you disappeared?
You asked me earlier. I said surveying, investigating. I was doing that. I was surveying for targets and investigating opportunities for retaliatory action should the choices being made by the clones here invalidate our agreement.
Can't see shit because I
Tar-
actually did
Tar-
set off the bombs.
Yeah, TARDIS slowly massages his temple like, I hate
As I
half-truths.
As I said, I don't need to lie.
Yeah, just
Shall
providing half the information is good enough for you, apparently.
I provide you all the information. You fail to ask for more detail. Now, we should be moving. After all, we are on a bit of a timeline at this stage. And she begins walking down the hall. And leaving you behind. A few minutes, Tenny goes, I would hate her if she wasn't so attractive. In any event, I am quite excited to be moving along again. I think we have quite an opportunity to do good. I am eagerly awaiting what... There's an old... I'm losing track of my thoughts again. This is a good thing. I'll be off. He just goes down the hall. You're going... This Bith is autistic as hell. This is kind of the impression
Yeah.
I'm getting at this stage.
Autistic is an
Kate, though,
understatement.
somehow.
Yep. I'm leaving you with... We'll say you all begin kind of moving down the hall. Most of the heavy lifting has already been done, and you arrive in what is clearly an underground hangar bay. With a large iris door in the ceiling that begins creaking open, and actually some debris and rock begins falling down, but thankfully also entering the room is our large shafts of light. You see Syrah step to the side and begin talking into her device of some variety. And also in here you see two Sheathipede-class shuttles that appear to be in operational order, being loaded with the equipment.
Ooh.
And at this time also, as you get down here, Oddball turns to you and says, I spoke with the others last night, and while not everyone's decided on it, well, Boyle can keep things nailed down at the town. Most of the clones who stayed there wanted to, after all. The ones who came here with me, well, settled life never really works well for soldiers. At least not us. The opportunity to fight back against those that decided we were worthless and threw us aside. This has a certain appeal to it. Not to mention, we want Tenyu to succeed, much as I don't trust and don't like him.
Rebellion could use some of the best soldiers in the galaxy again.
He kind of glances over at Cade. And some of the best pilots. If you're half the pilot Wampa said you were, I think we'll do just fine. Plus, I hear you've got a Venator. Sure, you can use
Word
it.
travels fast.
In hell, everybody knows about this thing.
He was there when it was said
Yep.
out loud a few minutes ago. Like,
Tarnus is going to look over at Oddball. As far as the pilot remark, he does have a record, and his ship already is wanted more than him.
I'm gonna pull out a fucking bounty puck that shows his ship.
Oh, that was you! We heard about that. I knew it had to be a clone. No one else would put an AT-AT mass drive on the bottom of a Y-wing. No one else would know how to load balance that.
Balancing wasn't the hard part. It was learning how to aim it.
Couldn't just tie it in with a normal targeting suite?
Oh, you would think so, but you gotta bend some rules. You gotta make it work a little bit extra.
Well, what's
Fixing
your-
that monstrosity every time you fly it back is the worst part.
Hey,
Aren't you the one that's
if it
gotten
made
shot
it,
down
if it made
twice?
it back, you succeeded on the mission. Mission
Yeah.
1, stay alive.
I've not been shot out, I've been shot up. Get it right.
Well, he turns back to you, Kate. Once I go get my arc, we'll compare mods. Also, there's a couple more pilots in the group, and it sounds like if you are managing something a bit more larger scale, you'll need a new CAG. More than happy to offer my services if the position's open.
Absolutely.
Alright then. It's your command, General. Whoever that may be at this stage.
We tend to keep ranks a little more on the down low, but I guess I'm the commander of this little group.
General it is. In any event, we ran the idea by a couple of the other soldiers. We don't have a ton of transports, so you might need to send someone, but we've smoothed things over with the consortium. As long as we give them this base, they don't mind what happened.
We can send the CR-20 from the fleet to come pick everything up.
That would do it. In total, about 160 clones have said they are interested, and a couple more are on the fence. First 20 of us will head out with the Sheathapades. We just need the rendezvous coordinates. And to drop you back off with your ship. And get Wampa out of the brig. And get Kit and some of the other commandos who were also interested, though they explicitly said they were more interested in clandestine ops. I suspect you'll have plenty of jobs for them.
They can work with my team. Some Night Owls back from Mandalore.
Oh great, more terrorists. I'm kidding. I know better than to question
When they're not doing things with them, they can be running down leads for me.
They just want to be useful. That's what we all want.
They'll have plenty to do.
Oh, there's an abundant amount of work.
So many droids to get back online when I get back.
Well, we should probably get underway, shouldn't we?
Let's.
Boarding up the shuttles, you rise from the subterranean cavern to see, hanging low in the sky, an interceptor frigate. as well as a not insignificant number of starfighters and some heavy gunships, all bearing consortium markings, though they seem to pay you no heed. Some of them actually form up on your wing and just kind of fly along with you, not so much escort as show of force while you head back to town.
Ah, the classic fly the border.
Landing there, you find, organized in the center of town, a phalanx of clones, numbering just about 100. Their armor mostly intact, somewhat scrappy, but all eager. And standing in manacles, you see your old friend Wampa, Cade. Though, at this point, you may as well call him Wookiee with the amount of beard and hair he's decided to grow out. And he somehow still looks drunk. Cade, my old friend! How are you? I heard you spring me from jail. How is you doing?
I'm doing a hell of a lot better than you look like you're doing right now, but... You know,
I'm doing great though, brother.
Lord.
Oh,
He's
you look
Russian.
like the backside of a Wookiee.
He just laughs. He just laughs maniacally at that. The gods are so bad.
You still as cutthroat on the stick as you always were?
Took me a moment to process that. Sorry. Yes. Most certainly can. We can fly, but I do need a new ship. I will say, he is using big hand gestures this whole time, though he is still manacled.
Is he stumbling around a little bit too?
No, oddly enough, despite his slurred speech, he seems completely, dexterous and, completely in control of his body. Just a little bit over the top.
Does he have
Captain
that
Jack
fucking-
Sparrow.
Yes.
He has that. Does he have that weird genetic disorder where he
I'll tell you
produces
what.
fucking
A clone with
alcohol?
auto-brewery syndrome? I don't know.
Yes.
Auto
Now
brewery.
I'm thinking of that. Now I'm thinking of that.
You're welcome.
That would be
We're gonna
hilarious.
need to fix the cantina on the ship.
You have cantina?
We're not
no,
gonna need
not
to fix
yet.
it. We're gonna need to stock it a bit more.
I can help with that. I have a bunch of good friends back with the day. I was working with Foxbat and Slipstream back then. They were smuggling in the best Escaralian whiskey. You wouldn't believe it. Haven't heard from them in a while. Are they okay? Do you know?
They're
They're the ones you've picked up earlier, actually.
They're quite lively. Well,
No.
you'll see them in a little bit.
We're getting squad back together.
That's the point, or that's the plan. Can't fuck up some imps without the best
Imps,
bomber
droids,
squadron.
pirates, little bugs. I don't care what we're here to shoot. Just that we get to fly again.
Lynn's gonna love you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say as I walk off.
Who is Lynn? And then you walk away.
I am not in charge of him.
Oh, trust me, you guys will get along swimmingly.
Yep.
Mouse
Sierra,
is the last person
come on,
on board. Or to the
Sierra at this point has disappeared again. She's
Of
starting to
course.
become aware that this is a normal
Should have
path
put a
for
fucking
her.
tracker on her.
Speaking of trackers, Cole is going to make sure that none of the ships are being tracked.
All right,
Gonna
can
do
I
a
get
quick little
a
walk
average
around.
difficulty perception check?
Slicer, do slicer things.
Wait. Hey. Ah, fuck it. You don't need it. Never mind.
You know who just rolled that?
I know. I was going to say you forgot your boost, but
Looking
fuck it, you don't
over-
need it.
You don't find anything attached to either of the Sheathopedes, nor the half dozen or so ARC 170s, including one painted orange with a lot of modifications that appear to be set to go with you. You
We're
do,
getting a
however,
half
find
squadron of arcs.
tucked up
Oh,
in
I
the
love
you
this.
do, however, find tucked up in the nose gear well of the Cormorant
Excuse me.
a tracker of a make you think you recognize, but bears the markings of Kuat drive yards on it.
What?
Head tilt.
Tarnus is gonna walk up. What did you find?
Well, being you're the only other person I think who would maybe have an idea of who would put this here, and I'll point out the tracker to him.
Give me a mechanics check
Oh dear.
to like ascertain what exactly it is.
Regular?
Yeah. It's not that difficult.
Or it is.
Motherfucker.
I guess I'll
Good
try.
Lord!
Cole is
okay, I
very
was gonna
smart,
say.
people. Cole is very smart.
Jesus Christ.
Tarnus,
It is
you've,
an
you've taken,
intelligence-based
you've
skill.
taken it off of where it was
I am
mounted. and it
intelligent.
appeared- You've taken it off of where it was mounted and you're both looking over it. And Tarnus, it's similar to various hyperwave trackers you've seen before, but not a model you're that familiar with. Cole, you have seen this before. It is an older design that has its place in the underworld, but it's associated with and manufactured by the Hutts, and then tends to be falsely labeled under different manufacturers to sneak in with other groups.
Well, fuck.
Ah, shit.
Well, I think this is probably payback for Jabba looking at the tracker.
The
I
real
fucking
question
forgot
is
about
when,
that.
when did it
I
get
forgot
put
about
on
that
our ship?
whole situation. God damn it.
When did it get put there?
Can I
do
hack
wonder.
into the tracker?
It's currently unpowered. It seems to have shut itself down as soon as you removed it. And the faint smell of burning electronics tells you it may have had some tamper protection.
I think it just cooked itself. It's one of those.
Well, time to dissect it
We'll do it when we get back to the ship.
carefully.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
we
we've been on the move quite a bit since we
have.
Well,
dealt with that.
Be frank, I'm not so sure there might not be more than just something to remove the electronics.
I have ways to fix things. Let's
That's not
take it
what
back.
I'm inferring to.
The data might be salvageable still. Let's get it back to the ship. I have similar things back on the ship. Or at least I can find similar things scattered about. We can get it working again. Don't worry. Assuming the DM lets me.
I will let you try.
Your mistake.
Anybody else attempting to do anything before you set off from this world?
Trying to motivate some more of the clones.
I already rolled I already rolled 3d100. You got 164. Okay.
All right, okay, drop the Baradium.
You
I got
got
rid of all of it.
you got a commando team.
Damn.
Remember, I used the Bradium to blow the bottom side of a Star Destroyer into space.
Is Fixer coming with us?
He is.
Oh, fuck
dear
yeah.
Lord.
Never mind. We're good. I don't need to motivate anybody else.
Fixer is going to be one of your new team captains,
Hell yeah.
and Oddball is going to be your new captain of the air group, and an ace pilot at your disposal.
Hell yeah.
Hang on.
Wait. Question.
Yes.
How many battle droids did the dude bring?
Jesus.
About 40, mostly B1s and B2s.
Let's
Oh,
go.
glorious.
Those
No
dudes-
Droidicas?
No Droidicus. They aren't useful for other shit. They're only useful for
Yeah.
battle.
Yep.
I will say, as you all climb aboard the Cormorant, you see that Dum Dum has somehow managed to escape his original containment and is now currently, based on the screaming, locked in a cabinet in the little galley.
Is Elise sitting there in front of the cabinet blocking the door?
No, but there is an entire crate of like hull patch panels in front of it.
At least she didn't tie him up this time.
The door is also welded shut.
Oh my god.
I'm not fixing that.
Melis, I think that droid of yours got some.
She hasn't been
Anger issues?
wiped since
Yeah.
Wars, so you do the math.
It's
I will say
a
at this
little
point,
bit,
at this
I
point,
see.
Frankie walks over and informs you that it was in fact Frankie's idea to put them in the cabinet. It was then Elise's idea to weld it shut.
God, there's two
As
of
you
them.
depart. So Lukamai.
There's
Okay,
two
well-
lunatics.
Wasn't it wasn't all
Frankie was
Elise.
doing the smart. Frankie
I'm really
thought of the
glad
smart
the,
thing, contained the little monster. Elise is the one that took it the step further.
I'm glad the
Yep.
ship isn't trashed from Dum Dum in the fight between Elise and Dum Dum.
I will say there is a little bit of scrape paint and scattering of debris in the lower corridor, but nothing
God.
bad.
I have to explain that to Leah.
I'll clean
Like
it
I said,
up.
I'm not fixing that.
You know
This
she'll
would be
kill
the
all of
least
you
of
in
your
a
problems
heartbeat
if
if,
Crow
if
was
the
here.
ship gets... yeah.
I have
Crow's
my
the
own
lunatic.
shit I have to fix.
Oh my god, look at Oddball's ship!
Okay, that's actually pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I figured that was gonna happen.
That's badass. Whoop! Oh god,
Yeah,
how many
we-
did they bring with?
We got half a squadron.
Oh, okay.
Go
yeah.
ahead and
If you'd like to see Oddball's ship, it's not that special, but it is. Modifications are hardened circuits, advanced targeting array, and high output ion turbine. This is a Speed 5 Arc 170.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's
He is also
Civ.
He is also strapped mini missile packs under the inner wings.
Wait, is he fucking running the thing on Promethium? Like, Jesus.
No
I
Y-wings
output
with this
turbine.
group?
If you guys are curious, here is his gunnery roll.
I mean, Wampa would be the only Y-wing pilot that I know of in the group, and he does
Yeah.
not have a ship.
No,
That's his holy shit.
Oh, did we ever
For-
find anything out about
For
Wisp?
reference,
Because,
that's my
it was
fucking.
Wisp and
That's
Wampa
my
that were
heavy.
supposed to
That's
both
my
be
heaviest
here.
roll.
yeah, that's
For
really
reference.
heavy. Yeah, that's
It's like-
really heavy versus- that was his proton torpedoes.
oh yeah, exile.
God,
That's
they're
my
nice.
That is their location for the hangar.
So just for reference, guys, I
Please
think
and
he's
thank
got
you.
like 6 ranks.
Trying to keep it organized.
I know. I was just setting them there so you could see them.
Yeah, I know.
Look at how many
Does
Arc
the
170s you
Cormac
have
fit
now,
in a
guys.
Venator?
Yes,
Oh,
armor
okay.
fits.
Armor could fit
You
it.
also have two. You also now have 2 Sheathopeds. I forgot to make their tokens, so I'll have to let me make a note for that.
Glorious.
Wow. Well, we are now dangerous in space combat again.
Again.
Okay, we never
Well,
weren't.
we kind of lost most of our fighters.
I mean,
We only
most
lost.
of your
No.
fighters,
We only lost
Let me-
half
yeah.
the A-wings.
You have. Well, these are back online now, so they can go back on the line.
Oh, okay.
Enough time has passed, actually, that the Breaker of Dak is also repaired.
Hey,
Lucky.
And then
I,
Targus,
well, I
I
did
will allow
most of the
repairs
repairs.
to have finished on either your X-Wing or Stray Light.
We'll say the X-wing.
The X-Wing is fully operational. Stray Light still needs a little bit of work.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
I like how you're letting us rebuild like a small Republic army or battle group.
It seemed like you guys wanted to go in that direction.
We did,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, like a
that's
mix of,
kinda what we
of
need.
separatist and Republic, though, which is so scary.
Not to mention, you stole some TIE fighters you stole. I forgot about those.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
You have such an eclectic
And the
group.
Reaper.
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You've almost gotten back up to 2 squadron strength.
The only pilfered ship that we no longer have is the Gazanti.
And it served its purpose very
There's,
well.
there's
Yes, it
nothing
did.
left of it.
Yeah, it went boom.
By basically putting Ozzel on the path to, well, be on the Executor.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny
Look
how
at
he
the
got
trifecta with some Fang fighters.
Oh. I was thinking tri-fighters, but
Please?
Those are going to be so fucking hard to find.
No, they're not.
there's a place you might
They're
be able
like
to go.
rarity 8.
There's a place you might be able to go.
Well, how about we get some of them special Y-Wings before Cade starts drooling again?
You do
Listen,
know
listen.
about a location where a bunch of Y-Wings are also being disassembled.
I will
Like that one
accept
episode
either three tri-fighters or half a squadron of Vulture droids. One or the other.
You can get more of each if you do the right things.
Ooh, glorious.
I went to check on the server there, Exile. General Brash stole my recovery.
How has the Corellian asset mission been going?
They did finally get to the situation with customs sorted out. Had to pull some favors. Eventually, a man named Rorstack Horn managed to call in some favors and get them out of there, and they're now
Oh,
back
God.
in the ground for activities.
Okay.
So you
What?
owe Horn a
We owe him a favor.
Yes, you do now owe Rorstack Horn a favor.
Oh no.
That's not a bad
Oh.
thing.
It is
Okay.
when you consider who the son is. Yes, it is.
Hal's still alive for like another 2 years. Don't worry about it.
I'd rather owe Gil a fucking favor than.
We're going to send the CR-20, and we probably need to send another ship with, right?
I think the CR-20 would be enough.
The
CR-20 will be sufficient.
The CR-20 when set up properly can transport like 100 people. So yeah,
Yeah, we do
Considering-
need to then.
you sent a lot of people with you already. I'd say if you just sent either Reckless, maybe not Reckless. Reckless
I was thinking
is most-
second chance in CR-20.
Second chance. I would actually send the Wayward Wanderer, Second Chance, and the CR-20 because the Second Chance
Okay.
is not equipped. It can move like 10 people, whereas Wayward Wanderer, if set up properly, can carry like 16. Its life support is pretty extensive.
What about all their gear and stuff? Is that also fitting on the CR-20?
They don't exactly have a lot of gear. They're mostly wearing it. But
Okay.
you have a pretty extensive amount of Clone Trooper equipment aboard this.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. I was like, what armor pieces and whatnot they're missing, we can easily just
I
hand
forgot!
over.
You were also working on another thing. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wait, which thing?
I don't have them ready, so don't worry about that yet. But
That's fine.
Len has been organizing an effort to try and salvage some of these starfighters that were once on board.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That has come in the form of now 3 new operational Z97 95 Z
English.
Z95, right? Z95.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Z95.
fucking the numbers just escaped me there. I was just fucking lost.
Jesus.
So wait,
Several
are we
Z90.
getting the heavy? Are we getting the heavy model or the stray light model?
They are the same as the Stray Light for now. They could be upgraded to the heavy.
Oh,
As well
good
as,
enough, I guess.
in addition to that, you didn't have any Y-Wings. I'll go find my notes. I
did.
can't remember which ones they were. No, you didn't have any Y-Wings finished yet.
Oh, not yet, not finished.
Hang on, I've got my notes up. Let me find them.
Back to the workshop. Actually, yeah, no. I look over at Cole. Let's go figure out what was on this thing.
So I found it. It's 4 Z95s, 2 LAATs, 2 V19s.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm heading straight to the command bridge, not the hangar bridge, so I can meet with Rebel High Command so we can borrow some stuff.
Yep. You also, looking across the way, see Oddball and several of the other clones clearing away shit in the flight command bridge, like just across the way.
Yeah, for now they're gonna live like on their side of the hangar. They're just gonna set up camps and tents until we get habitation more.
I was
Might
gonna
as
say.
well
We
look
have
on the command.
we have a
bridge, go
bunch
through
of
it.
bodies now, so we can much more quickly.
Your labor
start-
pool did just expand by a third.
Yeah.
And most of these
Yeah,
guys are
we
probably used to this as
do
well,
stuff.
so they
So
know their way around.
as much as we need a CAG is at the moment, I think a better use of the people at the moment would be repair,
Oh yeah, no, they are.
internal repair.
Yeah, they're doing a variety of tasks.
Whisper's been recruiting for us too, right?
We still haven't gotten that supply of people from Whisper.
Yeah,
We have not.
It takes
officers.
a little bit.
It
Yeah,
does.
And you haven't really been in a position to receive them. We will get to that at the start of next session. You're going to get a
Okay.
lot of shit coming in next session. You're going to get what was recovered on Corellia. You're going to get the stuff from Whisper, and
The sale of stuff
I
at
won't
Haven
be
Shroud.
home. I won't be in town next week, so I guess
that's all right. You weren't happy about going to Camino anyway.
Oh, we're doing Camino next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah, that's fine.
that was part of the deal of getting them to sign on. Is you're going to help this Bith get his shit done.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I won't be
Yeah.
that. That works out. I'll be returning the favor because I'm sure these are going to come with the catch, this Mon Calamar and stuff.
You do make contact with Rebel High Command and explain the situation to them. There's a little bit of apprehension. Not everyone has the best view of the clones, but there is a easy consensus to reach that if you have a chance to help them, more of them may join. And right now, the rebellion really needs soldiers.
I'm happy
They're
to do a
about to-
leadership check to see how favorable they move towards us recruiting
Sure.
clones.
Sure, let's get that as a hard difficulty leadership check. That is a
And
great.
it's into session, so
It's not quite into session, but
well, yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
half an hour. Yeah. Wow, there's so many downsides, but you actually pass it through. Overall, there is some pushback from Senator Mothma, but but the other leaders are more amenable to the cause.
We don't care what Mon Mothra says.
I've offered my
You
personal. Well,
No, we
I'm going
should.
to offer them also like a personal favor to also get these Mon Calamar ships
At this
mission.
point, she's irrelevant.
They do mention that the assets available on Camino, should anything have survived Poca City, might prove very valuable, both in this project and potentially just the medical science alone could be valuable.
Hmm.
And so they do authorize.
plus, if we can find the armory, if it has anything intact, you will fucking drool over it, Alpha. I know.
They do
Plus, Mon
authorize.
Mothra is just
There are not.
she's a racist against fucking clones, anyways. So fuck her.
Not fully, but there's a little tension
No,
there.
she hates them.
She hates what they represent more than them.
No, she thinks of them as lesser beings bred specifically for war.
Let me continue. Please. I lost my train of thought. You can tell it's getting late in the night because I'm like losing my fucking shit here. You are informed that in one standard galactic month, a ship under the command of one Captain Regab, one of the few Mon Calamari leaders who's actually in the rebellion, will meet you in the Camino system alongside a high-pressure rated submersible and diving equipment. Looking over the reports on what you can find in Mount Calamari, there is an extensive series of entries about megafauna, including very large and dangerous aquatic predators. You hopefully shouldn't have to deal with too many of those, but High Command would rather not lose you, so they have authorized a fairly well-armed group to go along. But we'll have a bit of time for you all to decide what you would like to spend the next month working on.
Before we go on that tangent, since I was allowed to take that thing back, I will.
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that I decided to cite Regab of all people.
No, it surprised me, but the more you think about it, Camino has some shit that lives in the water, so it's a dangerous place. Makes sense.
Also, I just meant from choosing that character, but there's not that many Mon Cal I could grab because it was what if I check callback? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I will use redundant systems.
Oh,
They have a lot of electrical abilities.
well, it's redundant enough. What does that do?
No,
It allows me to make that little fucking tracking device operational again.
What? Oh, it does! He used it in the last session, too.
Are you doing this well aboard the Venator?
I'm doing it with Cole next to me to where they can splice into it, basically, to try and get the...
Are you planning on staying...
I would also...
No, it's not active, but it's operational enough to where we can access the system.
Okay, so
I have not turned it on.
You've taken the hyperwave antenna off, I presume, as well.
Yes.
Okay.
It can't transmit, but we can fucking dig the data out of it now.
The data on board it is all written in Huttese.
I can read that.
I think Cole can as well.
I was gonna say Cole has been in the underworld a lot more than me.
Yeah, Cole's probably familiar enough, but I want you to make you.
I've been around the outer rim.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't make you roll for this, as it's not heavily encrypted, but you gather that the device was planted while you were at the spaceport in the capital city on Seleucami.
So it hasn't been on us that long.
You also definitely see reference to where it was sending its data, which was Tatooine.
Shit.
It's fine. They didn't track it back to the ship. They only knew we were on Seleucami. It's fine.
They knew where you were on Seleucami.
Yeah, they know where the village is.
Which
is
under consortium protection.
The consortium and
shit against
I was going to say the consortium and Jabba don't exactly.
It's the Hutts.
Yeah, the Jabba and the consortium don't see eye to eye, but I don't think they'll be actively going to blows with each other.
You recall on your way into the system and out the tension, the posturing, and the active standoff between the consortium and the Hutt ships in orbit, and that the bay next to the one you landed in had Hutt enforcers in it.
It's probably one of those Sleemos.
You gather it was probably that, yes. Alright. Well, I didn't expect you to figure that shit out, but well done.
You really wanted the Venator to get tracked.
Oh no, it was dead. The device was dead. You guys found it. I just thought you weren't going to
No,
search
if we
for it.
wouldn't have found it.
Oh yeah,
you wanted it, yeah.
You were gonna have to fight an entire fucking Hutt fleet. It was gonna be dope.
What do you mean, fight? We can run. This thing has an operational hyperdrive.
How much money do you think it requires you to buy off an interdictor when the Empire's also looking for you? Less than Jabba's
shit. Oh shit.
Dude, Jabba really doesn't like us.
No, he
could
doesn't.
fight.
You blew up his car and killed his
We
friend.
raided his palace and stole his
And
freaking
stole
car.
his HK too.
Yep, we
He fucking deserves it.
essentially stole his kid, shit on his front lawn, crashed his car into the neighbor's house, and then ran.
Yep.
And
We
murdered his buddy.
also bullied his
And-
friend too.
Yeah, and
I'll
bullied his
fucking
friend.
do it again.
Oh god.
Not to mention, you also
so-
took like 5 of his slaves with you when you left. Like,
Yep. I would like to start adding a hard point to the Breaker of Dak.
Another one?
you may start that. In fact, I'm going to change the timeline because I don't want to do a downtime episode until after Camino. We'll say it's a week's time before you're set to meet there. Because I want to get moving on this because I've got a lot of cool shit coming.
Hey, Mr. DM.
Yes, sir.
Can I send? I'm gonna give the sapphire necklace over to I forgot her name for some reason.
Tesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the necklace to Tesh, and then I'm gonna ask her a favor. If she can go find a DC-15M with some attachments, not all of them, but at least some of them.
I mean,
You told me she's an expert in finding rare shit.
yeah, that's usually more artifacts, but I think I might know where to look. Also,
would be
I'd
very
better see you in my quarters this evening. This is a wonderful gift.
Can I just go with her for that week?
You guys are so
Well,
fucking.
go-
Yeah,
go
oh,
for
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you have good reason for that. But yeah, she will look for that.
But
Oh, Lord.
Malice does take the lightsaber that belonged to Master
Oh, I forgot you had that.
That's a Master Lee, yeah.
Master Lee's lightsaber.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Also the
Oh, we got a bunch of
Kami
shit from
crystal and the Jedi armor component.
And put it in your quarters.
Wait. Where's?
I actually have a scene for this. You're alone right now, I presume?
Yes.
It's a rather simple design, isn't it? Elegant, though. I do like it. You look over and see a very now somewhat familiar-looking, three-eyed, dark-haired Sith leaning against the wall and looking down at the lightsaber. Yeah, you got Johnny silver-handed. Congratulations.
Oh god, I was about to say he got silver-handed. No.
Of all the really.
Doesn't fit you.
Malice is
Doesn't
gonna
fit,
start fucking talking to himself in the middle of combat now.
doesn't fit my style personally.
She was,
Nevertheless,
well, she was a practitioner of. For Marcus, because she was a Form 2 practitioner, right? Or she
yeah, I don't. She was. Oh, sorry. I'm immediately mentally conflating her with Depa Balaba. That's different. Hang on. I don't know what she did.
She was a healer.
It doesn't matter.
She was
That's
very,
Lee?
very good at using the Force to heal.
We'll say, Isha. Healing's a powerful trick. Well, not one for everyone. It's also one of the few
few paths actually becomes more difficult the farther you fall down the path.
Form 3. So it's 3 soon.
He's saying, notably, he's saying the lightsaber style doesn't work for him, not the issue. The crystal, though, now that's an interesting one. It's like some variant of a mephite. Walks over and looks at it. Interesting pattern. You could make a red blade with that, without having to go artificial or bleed a light side aligned one. Interesting choice.
God, I gave him a red crystal ball.
You want to use that?
I gave him a purple one. It's a non. It's not a
So,
single
if
light of
you,
the dark.
would you like to read the description of that crystal, Tristan, if you'd like?
Kami crystal
Yeah.
functions similarly to a mephite crystal, and you spell crystal wrong. But
Yeah,
crystal wrong.
and
Mephite.
Mephite.
crystal
Just mephite.
within the volcanic underbelly of Seleucuma, and appearing as a brilliant, swirling purple. These crystals have a unique and powerful presence in the force, resonate with the natural energy of their environment. Lightsabers using Kami crystals have a base damage of 8, and a breach of 1, and sunder item quality.
Item qualities. There you go. They may be.
Lightsabers using Kami crystals can be blue, purple, lavender, pink, red, or silver in color.
Manny?
Your reaction was wonderful, Ghost.
You should know why I'm saying that.
Yeah, I know. It's because the last color.
Yes.
You do realize half of this game is just me fucking with you with Legends references, right?
You fucking bitch. First, you make us owe a certain someone a favor, and now you bring that up. Fuck you.
Does anyone else have anything to finish up with as Cole?
Do I need to roll anything for adding the hard point?
I believe I believe we'll do that at the start of next session after I look into how to do that.
Okay.
So
I'm smack another.
Yeah, Cole's been trying to say something like 4 times.
Yes.
My newly found skill tree that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Tinkerer ability.
Okay.
Oh no.
But I need to find the components. So I'm guessing this is also a shopping list thing.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff on the ship.
Gonna say what you're trying to find.
Yeah, also, I'm going to be making I'm going to try and use the in-game store feature to make a store that basically costs nothing for all the basic equipment you guys have access to, so that if you just want to grab something, you can just grab it.
Oh yeah.
I would like to find Reflex Shadow Skin.
Oh, that you need to go to a market for.
Well.
Yeah. Sending someone off to the market, or I guess I can go to the market with Triuna.
I mean, take the way we would have come back with everyone on the way would wander. You can take Carfi with you. Ride with him. He's got much space.
Also, Mouse does.
I mean, I'm only going
look
for
at the
personal
StarCraft unit
customization stuff. So
What else are you looking for? You said you're looking for a list of ingredients, and yes, we'll get to start.
Well, it is if I can find these things. So I want to do the superior armor customization.
Okay. I still don't know what that one does precisely.
It adds
adds an extra soak and reduces encumbrance.
Yeah, I have it on my armor, remember?
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry. That was just annoying because its default description is just superior armor.
It's extremely expensive to do.
Yeah.
Alright, if we're done with that and everything, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's like 5,000 credits.
Yes. It is either if I can find that and the Reflect Shadow Skin, or I want to find Scanner Weave.
I just wanna be
Oh,
sneakier. I'm all for it. I would say this: finding that stuff on the open market is very difficult because they are all very illegal. But you still have connections to the underworld, and I will say that they will cost you. How much? I don't know. I need to look into that and decide. But you were looking for the 3 things. Reflect
and
what?
then a weapon harness.
Oh, that's easier.
Reflect Shadow Skin.
Okay.
Scanner Weave.
Okay. And you want to do a superior armor customization. There you need an actual armorer.
Yeah.
What you're still using that Scain Shadow Skin from like the first beginning, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's not the same as
otherwise
the other
I would
Shadow
have to modify stuff. No, it already has modifications, but because my Tinkerer adds extra, I can use it. The Tinkerer can add extra hard points so that I can add more things to it.
Skin? Oh.
Yep.
damn it! I forgot my armor also just automatically heals plus an extra 2 wounds anytime I do a successful heal check. Son of a
You forgot
bitch!
you
How
had
did I
a
forget
skin?
that?
I don't know.
No,
it's a lot of shit.
medical optimization. Successful
Oh,
medicine
yeah.
checks heal plus 2 wounds.
The fuck is a flare jacket? Oh, literally flashy. Okay. Oh, what are you?
Unfortunately, my Shadow Skin armor is already basically the best that I can get. For
Mark
stealth
1 Night
characters.
Stalker Infiltrator suit.
Oh?
Yeah, but I don't think it has as many hard points, and I would have to rebuy them off my. And I have to rebuy them.
If he needs an armorer, I know one.
You do. The question is whether or not they.
I would need to.
They'll work
make
on
all
whatever
the
he
further.
brings. They will not give him anything Beskar, nothing Mandalorian. But
certainly not.
they would work on something they Cole would bring them if I called in a favor.
You can probably do that.
Would that work for you?
It should be fine.
So you'll have to go to the Mandalorian system, but
Also, we can talk about potentially creating a new type of armor that suits your purposes if you have specific requirements in mind. While there is a lot of stuff in the book, it's certainly not comprehensive to all the things that are available in there in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want some more soak because I'm
squeaky.
very squidgy,
I have some
but
ideas.
I don't want to
We'll
lose
talk.
a bunch of my stealth.
well, the good news is I'm gonna dive more into healing, and it's gonna be very effective. So
We're in weapon categories now that can one-shot my butt.
that's true. Yeah.
Hey,
So yeah.
Oh, I want
Bea.
to establish that
Stealth
our
is friend.
clones. Oh, go ahead, Ghost.
Bea, just do what I fucking do. Go sneak before you start shooting. You have a suppressor on your gun.
Yeah. On one of them, yes.
Remember, you get sneak attack.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
With his fucking rifle.
So something that something that I took note of, like way too late in this whole bullshittery. Yeah, with the suppressor added, it throws 2 setbacks to anyone trying to perceive us when we shoot. It's like, oh my fucking lord, I could have been shooting from sneak this whole time.
Yes.
And Bea has god tier stealth.
And while we were shopping, I want to go shopping for one more thing.
What would that be?
Give me 2 seconds to find it.
While he's looking, from for our clones as the commander of the cell, they can paint their new armor. They can customize it any way they want.
Okay, that is a good standing order.
They're starfighters too. If they want to paint their starfighters, have at it.
Yeah, I assume the only requirement for these starfighters is that they are not painted Imperial colors.
Yeah.
No false flaggy.
Oh,
Yeah, no false.
Also, you guys like Oddball's Arc 170?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for a while to find someone who'd made like a custom paint job, and I found that. I was like, oh, look at that! It almost looks like a Lego kit with the green canopy.
It does.
All right,
Most of what I found were Lego kits, and that wasn't. So
Tristan did say he wanted to pop open Starpath, and Tarnus would be there with him because that one interested Tarnus when he got told about it. He's like, "Oh, Star Unit? Yes."
That's why I'm dedicated to kitting out my fucking group and my troops.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look for a weapon, specifically the Model 38 sharpshooter's rifle with detonator rounds.
What?
Oh, good lord!
What is wrong with you?
It's
You already have the most
Sniper
illegal
wants to do
fucking
snipey.
blaster to exist.
the sad part is like that rifle is actually easier to find than his current rifle.
Yeah, exactly. Although if he stops breaking his current rifle, then he'd be fine.
That's why he is trying to get another one. Because it go bang.
A lot.
Bothan's just gonna carry 4 snipers into combat. Every time one breaks, he's just gonna throw it on the ground and pull out another one.
I mean, I'm gonna start.
He's already
spotting him,
maxed
put
out on
frickin'
encumbrance. You're at
weapon
14 out of 14.
No, because I'm gonna buy a weapon sling, so that goes down by 2.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
if I do this,
Wait, you
superior
have a
armor,
higher
that's
encumbrance than I do.
Yeah.
What?
backpack.
I have a jetpack with a compartment slot.
I have a backpack with how many? 3, 4?
What's your encumbrance?
I maxed out the modular backpack.
His is
14.
14, yeah.
Okay.
Mine's maxed out too. You just have higher encumbrance.
I also
I have Brawn
14.
3.
I have Brawn 4.
But I
Me and Cole have the same encumbrance.
Wait, how much do you get per level of brawn?
I don't think you get any.
You get 1.
Is it?
1 per. Ah.
Yeah.
I would have to put 2 more levels to catch up to you.
You said you were doing XP.
I already gave like 15 XP because it's a non-combat
Oh,
session.
shit.
Yes,
Damn it.
real quick. What?
I was hoping 20. That's all.
Wait,
If
just
I-
fucking wait a week. But you only gotta wait 6 days.
Yeah, because we're already a day late.
Malice
Yeah.
and Harness. We still got 6 minutes. We're still on session, technically. Who is trying to open this Starpath unit?
Oh, no.
How are you going about it?
Well, since it was with Master with a Jedi, it's probably going to require a Jet Force or Jedi access codes in order to unlock it, most
Are
likely.
you putting your... So you put your codes in?
I was gonna say, go right ahead.
They work. And you are soon sifting through a veritable mountain of information. Most of it is very much outdated.
Hmm.
Oh,
Troop movements, caches, fortification locations, CIS force dispositions. And you stumbled upon an entry that's a little odd.
How
A
odd.
planet called Aesir. A planet called Aesir. It mentions Stasali and a couple of other Jedi were going to be sent to investigate this newly found world that seemed to be having some very odd occurrences. Tied into the Force, though. It seemed to be inhabited, though by primitive cultures. It was located in wild space.
So just
Evidence indicated multiple ancient civilizations were inhabiting it, including the Rakata.
What?
And there was suspicion that functional machinery or artifacts from them or another group might be the reason for these strange occurrences.
Arnis is going to look at the report saying Rakata potentially were alive. That's wrong. Every known myth and legend of the Rakata say they died out to a plague.
It didn't say Rakata were alive, it said there was signs of the ancient Rakata.
Ah,
you misread that
Disregard.
wrong. Darnus, machinery, not actual Rakatan. Rakatan, yes, have been extinct.
good.
for a
We
while.
don't need those psychopaths around. Although the machinery does interest me. More for the potential
That
droid
terrifies me.
finds.
That should actually terrify you.
You will see a new blue marker has appeared on your map in the far galactic north.
Oh. Oh god. That's way the fuck up there.
I did say wild space.
Yeah, but wild space could have been like any of that fucking area. You put it way the fuck out there.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Which means taking the vendor out that far is going to be
Hey, we
hard.
ain't taking the Venator that far. Getting the Venator to the refueling station is gonna be a fucking pain and a half.
Yeah, which is somewhere over here.
It's right there.
Okay.
There's
Right,
also
right.
mention that the planet is shrouded by rather intense hyperspace anomalies, and it recommends the reason for the Jedi going along was you would need someone force sensitive as a navigator.
Boy.
So there's your ancient mystery to unravel, should you wish.
Tarnis is going to take note of all the old caches and other troop dispositions, just in case. He's collecting a small stockpile of information about stuff.
Very well.
I have somewhere I can eventually go that I want to
Miles
compare notes.
Does plug the data into Elsie so that she also has a backup of this data just in case.
Yeah, I saw your cursor go there, Tarnus. I know what you're looking at.
We talk about the Jedi archives.
No.
Oh,
Wait, yep.
The
Tarnis can go somewhere fun.
The Padawan is remaking the Jedi archives from scratch.
Dude, he's gonna run into fucking Cal if he's doing that.
Honestly, Cole, you would probably love coming with me on that mission.
I don't know what's there, but that's I mean, why not?
Say, wasn't Cal like hunting holocrons around this time?
No, that was before. That was around 9
but
PBY.
if we have a week,
A week's
Less
enough time to
touchdown.
do shopping and tweaking. That's about it.
kind of think.
I also do need to upgrade my blaster.
Here, I've updated your party map marker as well.
You know, I wonder what the cross training is like between the commandos and the night owls.
tense, but a lot of it makes sense together.
That's two very scary groups of fighters.
Well, you've got one team in Mandalorian armor, the other team in fucking Katarn armor. Like,
Both like some of the best warriors the galaxy's ever seen
yeah, you got a group of Mandalorians and cloned Mandalorians.
that are getting along.
Map marker now?
It's a Venator.
Oh, the map marker is a Venator?
I just decided to merge it because it looked good. But you should be over on. You should be over at Slukamai.
We didn't bring the Venator to.
I know. I'm using it as this is your
Yeah.
party map marker.
I think the Venator made it to about here.
Yeah, somewhere
That's
there.
where we moved
It's
it.
just really slow in hyperspace right now.
It's not.
No,
that
it's got its main hyperdrive online.
Oh,
It's
is
just-
it? It's
yeah.
I'm
We're taking back.
I'm
lanes.
actively avoiding hyperlanes with it.
Oh, that's right.
We don't need the Empire knowing a Venator is moving around.
Well, we have finished up session for today. We can have open discussion. So how you feeling, everybody?
Alright, that'll be the end of this session for her this weekend. Sorry it's a day late, but oh well, stuff happens. I am Tristan Longshot. I am signing off. And for those that are watching this on YouTube, if you do get this far, I thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. Granted, I would say it helps out the channel, but I'm not planning on getting any revenue from this for a long time, so just enjoy the laughs, enjoy the memories, and good night.